My name is Sparkle Lantern, and I am going to be playing Pokemon Emerald Any% Glitchless. Not to be confused with Any%, because that category is really bad. But anyway, today with me, I only have one commentator, but you may have heard of him. He's like been, this guy that comes around sometimes. It's starts with an E. You can do the rest yourself. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Etchy. I am another Pokemon speedrunner. I have not actually ran this game before. I've only done half runs of this game up to Norman, so I know exactly half of the run. I think I started learning and then I switched to Fire Leaf Green, so I know a little bit about Gen 3. So that's where I'll be chiming in. And
I had like nobody else in like the runners list. Nobody had any idea of like how this game worked, but you at least had Gen 3 experience and like some experience from this game. So I'm like, you know what? You're the man for the job because you're the only man that can provide it, like, what I need. So anyway, I'm going to be starting. Prepare yourself. Oh wait, I can't start yet. I have to set my options. This is like one of the only Pokemon games where you have to set your options before you actually start playing, which I feel is kind of annoying.
Very annoying for reset efficiency, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, let's start in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm starting the timer, so I don't know why I did that countdown. Anyway, Pokemon Emerald. So this game is considered to be one of like the better Pokemon speedruns, but like when it all boils down to it, it's just, another Pokemon game. Like you get RNG that happens and like a ton of lame stuff, but also you get, some Pog moments here and there. This game actually takes a lot from, or it takes advantage of the RNG manipulation aspect that the earlier gens tend to do because of how busted they are. So we're going to be doing that a lot in this speedrun. The first one's going to be coming up almost instantly with the Mudkip Manip. You know about how the Manips work in this game, right, Edgy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
so the key things with the Manips are, I'll say key things for this Manip and the last Manip, and you can talk about the one in the middle. But okay. The key thing is that these are 1 in 60 frame Manips, because the Gen 3 games run at 60 frames per second, which is pretty rough, because then it's just a lot harder to hit that on the fly. Basically how it's going to work is Spargo's going to make a save, and then it's specifically because your battery is dead, right? Or does it not matter in Emerald?
Not in this game, no, but yeah, it does in Sapphire.
It does in Sapphire, right? Okay. So basically when he restarts the game, if he does inputs at certain specific frames after starting the game, then he'll get a certain outcome. So in this case, it's getting a specific Mudkip. I believe it's a naughty Mudkip. You can do you know the exact IVs for it?
Really high stats and everything, except ironically enough, attack. Attack is only like 23, which is pretty funny. Yeah. Makes some fights really bad. But anyway, yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, and you may be wondering, like, why not just manip a 31 IV across the board Mudkip? It's either like you wait too long, or like there just might not be a Mudkip that's that good that early, and you don't want to waste too much time. And because it's based on how much time passes since you reset, you don't want to waste 2 minutes, 3 minutes for that perfect Mudkip when you could just get good RNG.
Get good.
And be fine.
And so here comes the very first Manip. This is the only one that's actually like a 1 frame input to get the Mudkip, which makes it technically the hardest Manip in the run, but since you do it so often, if you run this game, then it's pretty whatever, and it's not, there's no stakes really, which is the main thing. But I mean, like, right now, maybe there are a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'll be quiet for this part.
Yeah, that was probably late, but we'll be able to tell exactly how off I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 frame late looking like. Okay, that's quiet nature. I can tell based off of the, there are multiple ways I can tell, but that one was, the Zigzagoon was female, and it's supposed to be always male.
Yeah, and he's also not just doing a single A press that he's timing here with a timer program. There's multiple A presses going on here.
Yeah, actually, I don't know why you can't hear my program right now. It's because it just muted itself.
As long as you can hear it, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it. Nice.
Second try.
And nice miss. And I can't do the extended manip that I was gonna do and be an awesome gamer, but no, that's not gonna happen. Okay. So if I didn't miss tackle there, what I could have done is that I could have done another timed A press after the fight when I gained experience, and then after mashing through this cutscene and stuff, I do another timed A press, or I guess like you can D-pad out of the cutscene here for an instant turn frame, but what that allows you to do is that you can look at the NPC's movements, and from there you can take certain paths to get no encounters for the entire first route trips up to Rival 1, which is really cool. But obviously we're gonna get a little bit of sauce here, because the game was not very nice to me. It's actually the worst tackle miss you could get in any game. That's pretty funny. Although technically it is my fault because you should know the frames of like the tackle miss, but come on. I ain't no rocket scientist.
One of the nice things with Sapphire and Emerald for speedrunning is you can infinitely retry these manips pretty much, as long as the setup is correct. Unlike Fire Leaf Green, where the RNG system just doesn't work that way. It's just one shot to get your Squirtle at that start of that game, whereas here he could take 1,000 attempts to get the Mudkip. And,
yeah, really nice for practice. Which is funny because everybody plays Fire Red instead of this game, so who knows how that works. Oh, and also, we don't actually know yet, or I don't know, if this Mudkip is correct. This could actually be one of several Mudkips. But the biggest one is the 4 frames early naughty. Like, if you're not paying attention and you just blow through the Ziggy like you would normally, and like it seems fine, it actually couldn't. Hold on, let me check here. Okay, this is good. I was scared for a second, but yeah, +1 attack to 15 is what you want to see. That means you have the right Mudkip. I was like, wait a minute, that's good, right? But yeah, this is the right Mudkip, so thank God. Because if you get the fake naughty that has way worse stats, then that's just a reset at that point. I would have to go back like 4 minutes to do the manip again, but thankfully that did not happen. And also, it could be if your manip wasn't set up right, you could get the quiet Mudkip, because if your RNG is messed up for the manip, then the Ziggy won't actually be female, so you wouldn't be able to tell, because the quiet Mudkip actually has good enough attack to 2-shot Ziggy. Those are the main ways that you can not get the right Mudkip and like believe you actually had it, which is very sad when you're resetting a lot and it just kind of, you know, linguinis you. You don't like that. No one likes that. My Game Boy Advance turned off. Okay. Oh wait, I have a GameCube controller. Right. Okay. I'm going to explain this, even though it's not that important. I'm actually using 2 controllers for this run. Well, one more than the other, but I have a GameCube controller right here, which I don't actually use to like move and do inputs, or that many inputs, but what I do use it for is pressing the spacebar on my computer when soft resetting, because it makes it easier to start flow timer. That is not a joke. Etchy, are you alive?
Yes, sorry, I was
Okay.
getting the donation reading set
Oh,
up.
good. Okay.
So if you want, I can do that now, or we can do it later.
We can do the excuse me. We can do it during the Wally cutscene.
Oh, smart. Okay.
But
How
yeah,
scary
so
is this exact game?
why does my Game Boy keep resetting, dude? Why is it so busted? Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
How scary is this fight?
This fight is really whatever, especially if you don't take that much damage from Rival 1. It's just a 3-shot. Well, it's actually a ranged 3-shot, but it's pretty favored. But I literally can't die because my HP is so high.
What? I know.
But yeah,
this is,
actually, this is... It's funny because there are 4 main fights in the first split, or I guess 5, but for 2 of those fights, I'm gonna save for, because even though, like, I can come back, technically, after dying, it still is no good because I would kill my RNG manip that I'm gonna do later after the first split, or I guess after Roxanne. There are no splits in the speedrun. Yeah.
Rely on step count. So.
Yeah, step count is very, very important to keep consistent for the manip I want to do later. And I'm getting like a million encounters.
So can you flash your SP to the fans?
Oh sure.
Audience?
Oh yeah, that's right. You want to see this? Hold on. Let me save this step because I lost one earlier. What am I buying? It's should be 6 potions and 4 repels. Yeah. I have not done menus in this game in a while. It's been like 3 weeks since I've last played. But it's like I got second try Mudkip. Like I still got it.
You got it. You're good. And why do you enter that center?
Oh yes, so that is part of the RNG manipulation later, the whole sequence there, because it sets my waypoint, I guess. So like when you use moves like dig or teleport, well I guess not dig, but teleport at least is still like this when if you use it, it takes you to the last Pokemon Center that you were at, and it's gonna be very important later. And yeah, here's my Game Boy. Smiley face, or I guess upside down. Oh whoa.
I will say I remembered it as the SpongeBob one because I was thinking yellow, but it's
no. I wish I got the SpongeBob one, but it was like $15 more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, donation reading.
Donations. Okay, so we have a few donations since the start of the run. I believe. Let's see. Eminem was the last one. So Eminem donated $20. Said, "I am a man of my word." Thank you very much, Eminem. We have $5 from Mankey. There's 3 hearts as 3 hearts as the message. Hearts as well. Rebello, $20 saying y'all great. Thank you very much. We have an anonymous donor saying, "Hey yo, Sparkle, my dude Seth. Good luck on the fast gaming.
I know what this
Dino.
is.
I hope you have your best nighttime spoon to assist you with this speed sesh."
Yeah.
And then we have $100 from Etiquette. Thank you so much, Etiquette. No comment on that, but appreciate it. Very kind of you. And perfect timing because the Wally cutscene just ended.
Wow. But yeah, that Wally cutscene is just basic catch tutorial that every game forces down your throat, except Pokemon Sword and Shield gives you an option. Not a baby game, by the way. Think about it.
Also, that means we hit our $4,000 mark.
Wow,
That's
let's
amazing.
go.
Hey, it's Scott.
Yeah. You know what? Scott is exactly like Looker. He just shows up to waste your time. That's literally all he
Except
does.
it's much faster in this game.
I guess. I mean, now that you mention it, I'm much more grateful for Scott. I actually don't need a potion technically, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh yeah, here are the first spinners. Hold on 1 second. So that looked pretty smooth, right? So the good thing about this game is that there are a lot of spinners that are placed in spots where you can easily get very consistent movement tricks on them to always pass them pretty easily. Like that guy, he looks in all 4 directions, and you can also like go around him in all 4 directions. So what that means is you can run like right to like the bottom right, like I did, like 1 tile before him, and he looks down always. So you can just hold up and walk 1 tile and always dodge him. So that's very useful for these early game spinners. There's actually another one right after this too. But yeah, here is the Aqua Pooch fight. Etchy, do you know why this fight is so bad?
Well, just look how much damage you did in the first part.
Yeah.
That should tell you.
So we just get like early game, this game's for kids. No, just get out leveled by like 2 by a random Poochyena. Yeah. I'm actually getting pretty good luck here though.
Yeah, this is really nice.
This is actually perfect. I just got a perfect fight.
Wow, that was.
Wow. So
I was hoping it would go worse to show it off.
The really crummy thing about that Poochyena is that it knows Sand Attack, and we all know how bad Tackle's accuracy is. So imagine that by like a multiplier less than 1. Like imagine that. So that's just about all you need to know about that fight. It just trolls you. That's why I saved, but I just got the God RNG for the save manip, so makes sense. There was another run to walk spinner manip. And then this guy right here, that guy's actually interesting because he's a rotator, and I think with rotators in this game, when you run to influence their vision, they actually like stay stuck for longer than a normal spinner, I think. Because you walk 2 tiles and then run again to dodge him, but normally for spinners, I think running and walking 2 tiles away, they still have like a small chance to see you, but that guy can never see you. So I think with rotators it's different, but that's just based observation. Also, good luck on this fight. This fight is so silly. Yeah, so one of the big hurdles, I guess, for this game is just like having patience for this first split, because there are so many fights where you just spam moves and like things hopefully die. I'm gonna safety heal here.
Wave Warrior has confirmed your thought.
Yes, Wave Warrior confirmation. That's all I need.
The most powerful confirmation you can get. Excellent.
But yeah, good fight here. This Geodude, wow. I mean, like,
wow.
What can you say about that?
Pretty nice.
But yeah,
another,
as I was saying,
fight, but just like RNG. So.
Yeah, and it's just like silly in that, you know, it's such a slog, but you can get God RNG and be like way faster, but like there's no way to influence that, right? So it's pretty silly.
That's really the case with a lot of this split, I feel. Like
yeah, like as I was saying, just a lot of just all the fights you just mash the same move and just hope things go well. That's just all it is. So it's pretty, you know, it can be pretty demoralizing if things don't go your way. Often.
Why do you pick Mudkip for this run?
Well, as you can see, I am excelling against these rock-type Pokemon with my water type, and turns out water is one of the best types in the game. And also, Mudkip evolves into a water ground type, which is very useful as well for some later gym leaders, and coverage for general attacking, so it just works out very well. And also, I mean, I guess Combuskin... No, Trico's not that bad. I know Shiru routed Trico, so that's got to be, you know, at least not the worst, right? I don't know. I don't know about Torchic at all. So yeah.
It's pretty funny how Mudkip is just so well built for like all of the first like 4 gyms, I guess. Because it's like the rock type here, the fighting type, which is normal against like every other starter, and then you have the electric type, and you'll have the ground type by then, so very safe.
Yeah.
And Flannery is just...
Flannery is, well, you can just spam water and ground moves, pretty much.
Exactly, yeah.
So safe for Roxanne, because this fight is also really trolly. It's kind of a mixture of that Geodude fight with the Mud Slaps, and then the Poochyena fight against the Aqua Grunt, because you're just spamming super effective moves and they eventually die, but you can get a little trolled. As in, like, Nosepass can do some unspeakable things, but it's not as bad as Aqua Pooch, although it still is really annoying. That's why it's kind of a combination of those two fights.
And just like going in and out of torrents and all the weird... This fight can go like 20 different ways, and it's very funky.
Hey, Etchy, what was that funny word you said? Toronto? What was that? Toronto? What's that?
Toronto? Yeah. Overgrow is an ability that your starter has. So every starter, in I think every Pokemon game since they added abilities, has 1 of 3 abilities, excluding the side games like Let's Go.
I was supposed to growl. Yeah, carry on. Nothing happened.
Where basically, if you're below or at 1/3 HP, so in this case, 12 HP, 13 would be slightly too high. So if Sparkle's at 12 HP with this Mudkip here, he will get a 50% damage boost to his water type moves. He is now in Torrent, so this hit's going to do slightly more damage. Did not kill, fortunately.
Yeah, here's the very unfortunate part of this fight. You barely don't do enough damage to out damage Roxanne's potions. And now I have to heal because I'm dead to Rock Tomb. Oh wait, I didn't... Wait, she didn't heal... Oh, wait, the Oranberry. What? It doesn't really matter from this point because she dies to 2 water guns from here anyway, at least with decent rolls. But this HP is not really that great for the next split. But it doesn't really matter because this is not some, some God run, so it's fine. Or at least some God run attempt. But yeah, there's Roxanne. Pretty stupid fight. Definitely wouldn't blame someone for having this be the reason they don't want to play this game anymore. Well, at the very least, if they want a good time, because it's just so annoying. But yeah, coming up now is the second RNG manip I was hinting at before. So it's going to be an attempted combined catch manip, where I encounter an Abra and then a Tailo in sequence, with some very specific movement. I practiced this a bit before the stream. Like, this is the only thing I practiced, actually, because my save file was conveniently right where I needed to be. So, I'll take that.
This manip is crazy.
Yeah.
And Sparkle can try to explain it, but...
I'm actually doing an older version of it. There's a newer version that's like a reverse, where you catch Tailo and then Abra, but I haven't learned that. But it looks cool. But yeah, so I'll just kind of do the setup for it here. I'm going to save and then reset to manip the RNG.
You
and
can
then
hear the
go from
flow
there.
timer because it kind of goes off like crazy during this entire section.
I think it's muted, actually. They can't hear it, but... My flow timer, like, mutes for some reason. After it's been open for like 20 minutes. That is definitely not it. Oh, you know what? Not having sound for this sucks. Whatever, I'll power through it. I have the visual cue.
Okay.
Available. Hopefully that's the later one. No, okay, that makes sense. Oh, I got Abra! Oh my god, I choked! That has to be the early one. No, okay. That's cool with me. Okay, so here's the Abra. I'm gonna be listening to the music to time my bag input. Should be good. It's a 19 frame window to catch this, so pretty easy once you've practiced it, and I missed it. This is so
This is the problem with catching Abra and why it's RNG manipped. It'll teleport every time. It's the only move it knows. So
yeah. Its catch rate is also dog poo-poo. That's the other path that I was expecting to get earlier. Okay, I'll tell you why this is not really good for me right now, but hold on. Oh, I didn't time it the way I was supposed to. Catch for no reason? Damn it! So, I have my game audio, like, slightly delayed for me because I want it to be synced for the actual stream. But because of that, the audio cue I use... That wasn't good. The audio cue I use from the game is, like, lagged for me, so I actually can't really go off that consistently right now, so I'm just gonna have to get lucky.
yeah.
At least I'm getting the movement.
Come on, Abra.
I should be okay. Yes, sir. All right.
Yes.
So that's the hard
Awesome.
part, or at least the scary part, is Zebra.
Yeah. So he's gonna try to chain it to Tailo. If he doesn't get it, it's okay, but it'd be great if he did.
That's the last possible Tailo? Yeah, okay. So that whole movement path I did there is actually kind of crazy. Do not crit, I swear. Just don't do it. All right, we're getting a late flyer. I mean, it's like, oh my god, what are you going to do about that?
This is a kind of a
God.
funky spinner pass. He has to wait for both spinners to turn, and then he'll enter his bag to freeze the spinners. Then he does a little, well, the same running trick he did before to force just fighting this one trainer. Otherwise, you can potentially get a double battle here.
Yeah, so that was very... So, as I was saying for the Talo paths, I was doing that whole movement thing, but I actually could have gotten an encounter pretty much anywhere on that path. It just depended on where I hit the frame, and I hit a later frame, so that's why I got a later Talo in the path. But obviously, it was the Talo that wait a couple seconds so you don't get the first frame crit, right? But no, it outplayed me, so what can I do about that?
Happens.
I'm dying. But that's okay, we can just get a later flyer.
This is one of the fatal flaws of RNG manip is sometimes you just manip crits as well.
Yeah.
It's super common in
I know a really bad game for that is Black and White 2, getting your drill burr. That's really bad, because you have to get the movement manip first, but then catching the drill burr is like its own entity entirely, and it's so frustrating. I've seen Swift go through that. I do not want to play that game now.
This is the third Puchiana fight. Not as scary as the last one, but the last one went really well anyway, so.
Yeah. This one has... You two-shot this, and if you have Torn, it just goes down in one hit, so it's no worry. Especially for a marathon setting. Now we saved Pico. Goat. So now I'm thinking, I mean, the other thing. Because, like, since I don't get the Talo, I'm going to have to catch another thing later that's going to be bad for a certain strat I want to do, so I'm just going to have to do another way to do it. Or the other variation, which is kind of slower, but it's fine. Right there, I did a pause manip, so... Remember I said earlier about running to, like, manipulate their vision to look a certain way? So there, I walked the two tiles, and like I said, for most spinners like that one, they have a small chance of seeing you if you actually start walking at them from two tiles away. So we actually walk a tile earlier so that when we line up with them diagonally, we can pause and then see if they've spun. And if they haven't, they can't spin if we choose to pass them immediately after unpausing. So that's what I did there.
Yeah, you can see a lot of fancy spinner passes throughout the run, especially once we start seeing some bike action going on.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty
the
cool
bike.
How, yeah, the bike.
I haven't practiced any of that, by the way. Gonna be going off pure rusty muscle memory. But that's okay. We're chilling. We're balling. So yeah, just boring cutscene stuff after that whole, chain manip and then fighting the second Aqua Grunt. And then we have even more stuff to go through. Just a lot of mashing going on right now.
Yeah, we're going to Dewford City now. Is it Dewford Town, Dewford City?
Town.
It's the second gym leader town, but we're actually just not going to do that whole thing. We're going to wait for that, thanks to the Magic of Abra. Speaking of the Magic
so now we go right back to Petalburg City, like I said earlier, or I hinted at earlier. I'm just going to pick up some things from the mart here that are essential for some later fights. So the really neat thing about this game is that it gives you X items immediately after the first gym, which is insane. The only problem is that we have, like, no money, so we can only buy so many X items, but they really help out when they're necessary.
Yeah, it's nice. A lot of games, especially, like, the gens immediately after this tend to have a huge delay before you can even get X items.
Yeah.
So having them right away available, even though it's not like all the X items, but like the key ones are available now, which is really good.
Yeah. So here's a funny little cutscene. Brendan talks to you. He, like, this is a required place to go, and he, like, comes out of nowhere to talk to you here. Because he normally talks to you, after you're leaving Rust Burrow for the first time after doing all the stuff I just did. But since I, teleported out, which is something that almost nobody would do, they had to like think of a way to like, oh, wait, they can just like skip this cutscene and not like talk to the rival and get their number. So they put that in if you didn't actually trigger that cutscene and you're like going into Mr. Brownie's house, which is pretty funny.
But he also asks to battle you. You can just say no to him there. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
It's one of
Very
those Mash B
considerate of him.
cutscenes. So here's Dewford Town. This fight is, excuse me, this town is known for having a notorious gym fight against Brawly in Sapphire, but that's not a thing here because we're smart gamers. We're just gonna do everything except that. So we're just gonna go through the tunnel here, or the cave, tunnels and caves, I don't know. And just talk to Steven and then go right on to Slateport. Because Brawly is a scrub.
He gives you a TM in this game, right?
Yeah, but it's pretty lame.
Sure. Marshtomp could learn Steel Wing, right?
I mean, he does have some pretty. He has a wingspan. I'll tell you that.
He could flap his arms.
Yeah.
Can you even get Flash this early in the game?
Well, the hiker literally gives it to you if you talk to him.
Oh, I did not even look at that at all. It's funny. I've never realized that, and I played this game like 30
Really?
times. I just always go through it in the dark because that's more
Imagine
fun,
not talking to NPCs in a JRPG. But yeah, now we're just gonna dip out of here. And you noticed I grabbed the escape rope at the beginning of the cave, and conveniently I can just use it right after I get it for the end of the cave. Very nice.
And goodbye, Dewford. That's it. We're done here.
Yeah. So now here comes Slateport. Not gonna get any less dangerous. In fact, it's gonna get way more dangerous. Starting with the museum. The museum fights. Not sure if I want to save or... I guess I'll save. Yeah, I was thinking of like... just setting my respawn point at the Pokemon Center, but I would lose money and that'd be terrible, so we're not gonna do that. But yeah, I picked up a hidden revive and then the soft sand from the grill. The revive is actually not a safety thing, or at least it looks like it is, but in the actual main route it's not. The revive is necessary for a certain fight way later in the run, but this is a marathon, so I'm just gonna be picking up like all the revives I know. That's gonna be how it works.
Yeah, really nice to get the soft sand this early too. A nice boost to all your ground type moves.
Sadly, it's only 10% in this game, the boost. Yeah. Whereas in all later games, it's 20%, but, you know, what can you do? God damn it.
Make sure you pick the right character. Smart. These saves are so, like, reasonable times.
I know, right?
Like, they don't take 20 years. I love it.
That's the beauty of Gen 3. Like, no reset runs. All you have to do is just, like, save everywhere, and that's fine. You don't have to, like... Oh, but like I can do this in the fight to like make things more safe and like it's okay. Like I don't have to like save a lot of data, you know? There's none of that mumbo jumbo going on. But yeah, here's Carvana. This thing is potentially the worst enemy of your life, or it can just like not do anything. And right now it's not doing anything. But it speed ties you, and it also has bite. And bite is really strong because Carvana has good special attack, like you'll see here. A lot of damage. And since it can outspeed you with the speed tie, it has a 30% chance of flinching you if it uses it. And that can be really, really bad. So, good thing that didn't go so bad.
Yeah. I have a confession to make as well.
What?
I honestly did not realize that Carvana evolved into Sharpedo until like 2 months ago. I just thought they were like two separate Pokemon. I thought it was like a version exclusive, like shark Pokemon thing, you know?
So you thought Carvana was like a Basculin or something? Just like this dude, just like existing as like he's like less than a foot.
Because Carvana looks like a fully evolved Pokemon. It's pretty scary.
No,
looking.
it doesn't. It's so small.
does.
No, it does not.
What do you mean?
No, dude. It looks like it belongs in a Little League baseball game. It's like the ace captain. That's like as far as it's gonna go.
Just like how what's the other one? What's the other one that people always think is like an evolution and it's not?
Alola Mola? Or Love Disc?
Wait, what did you say?
Alola Mola. Alola Mola.
Is that a Pokemon?
What are you thinking of?
What is Alola Mola?
The big pink fish from Gen 5 that looks like Love Disc. What the?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea
what kind of Pokemon
I've never
fan
heard
are
of this
you?
Pokemon in my life.
You suck at this. What a fake fan. So what are you thinking of?
No, I just like when you said that, I was like, my brain didn't know what that was. Like I.
Yeah, no,
didn't know
but
what
like the other
was.
Pokemon that you thought was an evolution, but like it wasn't. What are you thinking of?
I don't know. I'll think. I'll get back to you on that.
You didn't even know what you
Anyway.
don't even know what you're saying. You're just making
We're
stuff
done with
up.
Look, if you don't see the Pokemon in a speedrun I've done, then I don't know the Pokemon exists. Everyone.
Oh, is that a
calm down.
fact?
Anyway, what are we doing now? What's happening?
Okay. I'll let you off the hook because it's early in the run. I'm nice. So here's Scott again.
I'm gonna look at Pokemon to figure this out.
Yeah, just like
Okay.
scroll through the entire national dex on Cerebi while I explain things, I guess. What's coming up? Well, I guess something big's coming up, but I can talk about that when it gets to it. But before
Something
that, we have to
huge
do
is
some.
coming.
What'd you say?
Something huge is coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So before that, though, we have to do a couple annoying fights. All they are just spamming Mudshot against a Plusle and a Minun each for 2 fights in a row. And sounds easy enough, right? But for some reason, after like 1 Growl, like Minun does not die to Mudshot most of the time, which is really annoying because they love to use Growl. They can either use Quick Attack or Growl, and they're faster than you, so they dictate the pace. So hopefully it's not going to be garbage. Thankfully, Plusle dies to a Growled Mudshot, but if I get Growl again from the Minun, then I'm just not doing any damage. And also I have to hit Mudshots, which, by the way, same accuracy as Tackle.
Yay. Yeah, it's like one of the dumbest things with this run, is just how often you rely on these slightly
is.
inaccurate moves.
This fight's just so
looked up
annoying.
Alola
And a
Mola, by the
miss.
way. Oh, you shouldn't have said anything about it
triple.
missing. Double growl, triple growl.
God. But yeah, like, if you play this game for a while, like, seriously, then you start to realize how many fights there are that are just designed to, like, piss you off and just waste as much time as possible for no reason. Like, there are so many of those kind of fights in this game. It's, like, aggravating at points. They didn't, like, Fire Red, where, like, every fight that can't kill you is just free for the most part. Like, maybe you have to hit a couple kicks here and there, but like you're just spamming Water Pulse most of the time on the trainers. This game is not like that.
Alola Mola definitely looks like a Love Disc evolution. I've definitely never seen it before in my entire life.
Bruh. So have you found the actual thing you were talking about? Because that's what I'm very curious about.
No, there's like a bunch of Pokemon like that, aren't there? Like ones that people think are Evos, but like aren't of other Pokemon.
Well, as
Like Alola
an
Mola.
example? Yeah, like, well, no, you don't know what that is. That doesn't count for you. Give me something
No,
else.
but like that idea is what I was referring to.
Yes, but like, you had to have retained like at least one example.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
All right.
Anyway, we have
Anyways.
Rival 2?
Another
Rival
pause
2
buffer.
coming up.
Oh! I was late.
Oof.
I reacted wrong. But that's okay. We now have extra experience for the next
Yes.
fight. Fine. And a miss. No, that I was just. Oh. All right.
Just it.
This is kind of a turbo, bruh. Wow. All right, time to
At least
good.
most of these things are very weak to you.
Yeah. Like Marshtomp is still, one of the best for coverage in this game, so most of the trainers don't have anything you can do.
Did you save already?
I will save right now, because I didn't think I was going to hit that guy, so... By the way, this is like a 245 estimate. Nope, that's not happening. I'll tell you that. That estimate is way too generous. I don't know who made that. It is way too generous, but that's okay because this is the last run of the night anyway, so I didn't really care. It's just 20 to me. We'll see how bad it gets by the end of the run. Okay, here's Rival 2. So, this fight is really stupid. So, you have to set up on this Slugma, which spams Yawn and Ember. And Yawn is actually good because it's spamming Ember, which can burn, and we don't want that. So if we can put to sleep, then we can avoid that. And I did not, so that really sucks. But it's okay because we picked up the safety full heal right before the fight.
Very nice.
And now I don't have that full heal anymore, which makes things awkward for later parts, but I'll figure it out. But yes, the idea is to set up on Slugma and then spam Mudshot on, or I guess use it once on a Grovyle coming out. So actually, I used 1x speed, right? But I'm actually still slower than Grovyle. So the idea is that it hits me once, and then I Mudshot it, which lowers its own speed, and then the next turn I'm faster than it, so I can tackle, and then I get the kill. There's a very, very deep-rooted problem, though, as you may have figured out. So first off, it gets a turn to hit me with Absorb, which, if I get crit, that just demolishes me. And I could obviously just, get the epic funny misses on my epic funny moves, but obviously that's not going to happen because I've already missed so much, right? So that's just not going to happen. 1?
If you miss once, you just lose, right?
Yeah,
No
no, you
matter
lose.
what.
You just lose.
Yeah.
There's, like, no safety strat for this fight. You just have to go and just, like, balls deep, or just going ham,
Safety X accuracy.
Yeah. It's actually
there
not
you go,
over
just learn
yet.
Foresight.
Oh my god, dude.
Wow, that did more damage than I
Stupid.
thought it would too.
Yeah, no, the fight isn't even over after Grovyle, which is the worst part. You have to kill this stupid Wingull that's killed more runs than I'd like to admit. But yeah, I actually got the one shot there because of the extra experience, which is funny. At least I think so. But yeah, here's Rival 2. It was like everything that wasn't Grovyle was pretty silly, which is ironic, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Question for you, Sparkle.
What's up?
Do you have anything else that's marged here but isn't marged?
Like Toad, I
Mr.
guess.
Funny voices.
Toad.
Toad.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the goal of 4,500. We're at 4,000 right now. If we get to 4,100, I think you should throw out a Toad. What do you say?
Okay, I concur.
You're the last
what
one of the
am
day.
I gonna say?
Finish strong.
Yeah. Gotta finish as fast as possible so they don't have enough time to donate. But yeah, post Rival 2, just a few fights that are pretty free, which is funny because there really haven't been free fights in this run until right now, so that's nice. Pick up that
Hey,
elixir
wants
for
me to
later.
plug.
What's up?
We're going to be doing a marbles on stream if we hit 4,500.
Oh,
Every single Pokemon as a marble.
wait,
it's gonna
that's
be a
so
train
many
wreck.
marbles.
There's going to be a lot of marbles.
that's a buttload of marbles.
Yeah, everyone, feel free to donate. It's for a great cause.
Oh, my throat is so clogged right now. What's up with that? It's like happens to me so often. Alright, here, I'm going to mash A lot and then receive the god item of this run. Well, not the actual god item, but like the literal, like figurative god item. The
Yeah,
Mach
Crow
Bike. So this bike goes really, really fast. That's it.
It's one of the craziest bikes in Pokemon.
Yeah.
The gist of how it works is basically there's two bikes in this game. There's the Acro Bike and the Mach Bike. The Acro Bike has the ability to like hop, and it's always a consistent speed.
Oops.
And this is kind of the opposite of that. It can't hop, and it always has this kind of a slow wind up, and then after a couple tiles, it hits its max speed.
So basically think of Acro Bike as like Fire Red Leaf Green Bike that can do acrobatic stuff, and then this is like, I guess kind of like Heart Gold Bike, but it's faster than that, so.
We have an $80 donation from Kid Rocker saying for the Toad.
80?
4,100.
Bro.
Whenever you're ready.
What do you mean whenever I'm ready? It was at 4,500.
4,100.
No, you said 45. You said 45. You said 45. You said 45.
No.
You said 45. I
know,
swear to God you
everyone in
said
chat
45.
heard
I swear to
4,100.
God you said 45. I wouldn't
Just
have
'cause
agreed
you
if you
don't
said
listen to half of
41.
what I say
I would
doesn't
not
mean
have
you-
agreed if you said 41. He did? All right, back up.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Mario! Hey! What? Hey, you wanna play some golf? Hey, Mario?
There.
Let it sink in.
Anyway, so we have Wally 2. One of the hardest fights in the game. If you missed Mudshot. Which I did not. Good. So this fight is really funny because if you miss Mudshot, then Wally will very much like to go for double team. And you can probably see how that could go. So we're not going to deal with that.
Okay, do you have funny voices for every $100 interval?
I don't know. Like Marge and Toad are
Damn
like
it.
my top two. I can't go better than that.
Okay, what? We need to get another Marge for 4,250.
Another Marge.
4,250.
Dude. God, what am I doing this for? Like charity? Like what? No, dude.
This stream's got puzzles.
Yeah, okay, here's one of the other worst fights. Okay, well, no. This is the worst fight in the game if you've played this game for like more than a month. So this Zigzagoon right here is a 50% range to die. Which I got, thankfully. But if he doesn't die, you get the speed fall animation, which is hella slow. And then he has two really bad moves he can use, which are Sand Attack and Growl. Sand Attack, obviously, because it's Sand Attack, and then Growl, because you then don't one-shot the Gulpin that I just did, which then also gives you another speedfall animation. Just the worst, but thankfully it was not the worst for me. I should probably actually save here, because something really bad can happen.
But you're ground type.
You don't get it! So, this fight is really easy, like 99.9% of the time, but Voltorb has a very small chance of using Self-Destruct, which just ruins your HP for like the next 20 minutes of the run, or I guess the next like 10 minutes, but it's really, really bad if you get it, so we're not going to deal with that. And we got Rollout, which is epic. Toad X March. Alright. This is getting out of control.
I thought you meant alright as in you'll do it.
I did not say I would do it. I just was reading the funny chat message. No. Rock and Roll McDonald? Nah. It would not sound that good. I'm being serious. I also don't know all the lyrics to the song, which I know. I'm very fake, but...
That's amazing. One thing to note here too is because this is Pokemon Emerald and not Sapphire, all the gym leaders are a little bit harder.
They're actually
and-
way harder. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
casually they're way harder, but like in the context of the
yeah.
run, it's pretty much level difficulty. In fact, honestly, in this run, the gym leaders are easier than Sapphire.
funny how it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that magnetic trick doesn't exist in Sapphire. For the most part, a lot of the gyms are just like one extra Pokemon, I believe, and then like
Yeah,
some
and like some
just
different
levels.
variations. But the biggest
Yeah.
thing Sapphire has with its route for gym leaders is that it does Brawly immediately, which is a huge thing for the difficulty of the fight. Because we come back and fight Brawly later in this route, which makes it obviously Giga free, so no worries about that. It's like late surge in Fire Red. I've made like 15 Fire Red references in this run already. I cannot get away from that game. Someone help me.
Like you play that game or something.
No. I'm gonna Mach Bike here. I'm actually gonna do the Claw Grip. No, I'm not gonna Claw Grip. I'm gonna do Dual Wield for my RTP.
All right, well, we have 2 more donations. Is now a good time?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we have $50 from Corvame. This donation is for the great game, very well played, INTJ Pasta in full, TY Sparkle, 4 smiley faces.
Fuck.
And then we have 4580 from Sanjan for her comment is, "Come on, you gotta do some mix-ups for the Vine. Gotta prove you're more than just funny voices and your punchlines as well."
I got nothing, man. Wow, almost choked. Okay, that was really close. That guy is. That's a really, really bad optional, by the way. If you hit that guy, whew. Okay, we're out of there. Oh, I have no idea what I'm buying here. This is like the most complex mart in the game. Okay, I'm selling things. I know.
Oh, and we also have $4.20 from Shelty Sai saying, "Congrats on $4,020.69, which we're no longer at. Sorry. Also, trans rights. Thank you, Shelty. Thank
Hell
you,
yeah.
Corvame. Thank you, Sanjan."
To escape ropes. You buy so many items in the smart, and like none of the quantities are the same, so it's really confusing at first.
And yes, we're at $4,269 right now. Well, $4,200.69.
Damn it, I want guard specs. I have to scroll all the way back down. I have some extra money from that optional I hit. Routing stream. Oh yeah, so I did not catch the Tailo earlier because haha. So now I'm going to stall in this grass for a Swablu encounter. And with Lombre.
While you hunt for a Swablu, you can give your INTJ pasta in full.
Wait. I'm supposed to do that right now? Since when?
May gave $50 and said this is for doing that. So, I mean, if you don't do it...
Well, I don't even know. I don't even remember the pasta. I just remember GGVWP. That's literally it. That's all I remember.
At least do the voice and part of it then.
No, but that's like... That's so cringy because it's like 40 seconds of the same voice. No, nobody wants that, right? At least with Toad, it was like 2 seconds. Nobody wants like 40 seconds of it.
Just say great game, very well played though.
Okay.
Voice.
Great game. Very well played. That wasn't so bad for like not doing that voice in a month.
I know that won't satisfy May, but we're running with that.
Come on, man. It's just like, what can you have a guy do when he's gaming, at the very least? See, acceptable. Okay, I'll have you know that my sub alert, which is like the best take I ever did, I like spent like 20 minutes in Audacity just re-recording over and over again till I got that line. So I'm just letting you know, it's not an easy thing to compete against. That's all I'm saying.
I've been pinged to introduce Greta Ice Vixen, or the meme, quote unquote.
Wow. Nice meme. Or
This is
Corona.
the meme.
Wait. You know, I was gonna ask you to be a commentator. I was
Really?
debating it, yeah. But like, I don't know.
I'm
I
here
didn't want to make you
now.
feel like you were in the wrong place. But you can stay if you want. I'm down.
This sounds good to me.
Alright, cool. New party member added. And so I'm just gonna mash through this cutscene here. So all that movement stuff I just did, it's just general mock bike movement. Like, it's pretty hard to get at first, but I've played this a lot, so even with muscle memory, it's not that bad. But that spinner I passed there, you saw me do a run, and then I immediately got on the bike, and then I passed her. So that's like the same concept as like running and walking, but the bike is faster, so I can always pass them consistently, which is very nice. I'm gonna be using that a lot in the run. Okay, I'll just bagmanip this guy. You normally like repel here and then do some funky stuff, but I'm scared, so I'll just play it safe.
Coward.
But it's okay, because this next section is wild. Look at this.
Yeah, we gotta go back to the Abra route, but...
Oh, my repel
Full
wore
speed.
off exactly before I went to the route. Abra!
Oh!
I'm catching it for you. Wait, I need that great ball. No, I don't. It's fine. Yes, let's go. Let's go, dude. I got Etchy Zabra.
There you go. Thank you. Great game, very well played. Etch.
That messes up this guy. I just did that.
Do you have to get another great ball now?
No, actually, for whatever reason, we use a Pokeball for Rayquaza. I think it doesn't make a difference with the catch multiplier, that's why. So now my repel steps are kind of messed up for, what's called a repel buffer. I was gonna attempt that, but now my steps and like execution for that are all messed up, so I can't do it. But the concept is that so you know how you stop completely and the game, like, all spinners freeze when the repel text comes up to tell you that your repel wore off. So you can actually cancel that with the D-pad input, I think, in this game. And what that lets you do is that you can no, I'm gonna teleport with you. I could line up with a spinner. Like, I can bike up to a spinner one tile away. Well, I gotta teach strength. And then if they haven't spun when the repel text shows up, I can just pass them immediately. There's actually one later that there's a good chance I will get, because all I have to do is just do the right movement. Which shouldn't be so hard, right? So, yeah.
Alright, I'm back from being AFK.
Oh, you were AFK. You like went
Yeah.
silent for a bit? I'm like, okay, just go
Yeah.
commentary mode. Just go commentary mode.
Yeah, no. My dad was telling me that there's like bugs on our porch, and I don't want my pizza.
Wow,
to have
bugs on your
it.
porch in the summer. Who would guess? Wait, what about your pizza?
I don't know. I don't want bugs on my pizza. I
True.
mean, I know.
Well, yeah.
Maybe I need the protein, but I don't really want it.
Just get jacked up on muscle milk. You're fine. Just become a beefcake. Swift, you were like a cockroach detective. You should be like the Ace Ventura of cockroaches.
What's the reason you fight that trainer right now?
Oh yeah, good question. So hold on one second. So that trainer right there is actually a required fight no matter what in the run, because you have to go through that route later. But we fight that trainer early because it gives us some good experience. I'm messing this up. Okay. How do I do this? I'm just gonna bag manip. There's a really stupid trick you can do. That was the worst movement, but so if you don't get the repel buffer that I talked about earlier, what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to bike into that guy, okay? Dismount, run one tile right, one tile left, stop, and almost frame perfectly get on the bike, go left up. That's the way you're supposed to pass that guy, like, quickly, if you don't get the repel buffer. And that's really hard. I'm not gonna do that, because that guy has 3 Geodudes, and it's really slow if you hit him. So we're not going to do that. Actually, no, he has 2 Geodudes and a Machop that doesn't get one-shot by Torrent Water Gun.
One thing people may be noticing here, if you haven't played this game before, is obviously Gen 3 introduced double battles, and Emerald is non-stop double battles. They just throw them at you constantly, and like here, for example, Sparkle's just going to be doing this a lot, where he just talks to them one at a time. It's just much faster, much safer, obviously, to just take things on one-on-one, especially when the rest of your party is just HM users or teleporters or whatever. There's still going to be a lot of required double battles later that Sapphire and Ruby don't have, which
that's like
can be a little bit annoying.
this game does have a lot more required trainer battles, which is good for experience. It makes gym fights better, but just makes the game a tad slower. And also, the actual game engine is slower than Sapphire, so it's like Sapphire's like
Extra
half an hour
lag
faster.
when you do menus and stuff.
There's extra lag so in Sapphire, when the enemy sends out a Pokemon, their cry actually gets canceled out by the fight menu. You can just mash it during their cry. But in this game, it waits for the, like here, it waits for Poochin's cry to finish before you actually can do anything. So that's the main, well, that's one of the reasons why Sapphire's faster by smashing. But there's also just, you know, the general route is faster, you fight less trainers, and then you don't go, like, hella far out of the way to get your legendary for E4.
Yeah, and there's a whole extra dungeon as well in Emerald.
So right here, I'm going to swap Abra to the front, because I do not want Etchy to die. And then what that lets me do is that, so the first Mon that Maxie sends out is Mightyena, and that has the ability Intimidate, which lowers your attack by 1 stage if it's sent out on you, which we don't want because we're using physical attacks, obviously. So we're just going to send out pretty much a meat shield to absorb that Intimidate for us. And then on that same turn, we actually set up a guard spec so that Mightyena can't spam Sand Attack on us. So it's pretty cool. Also, Germa Pliss.
Dude, you know what I just noticed? I don't know if it's just me, but the animated emotes are not showing up on my phone, and I actually
Really?
raved, and it's just nothing. I'm really sad about it.
I'm assuming like everything, mobile is like 10 years late.
You're denied of raving. Okay, so this Mightyena is a speed tie, and it also has bite, so another case of speed tie bite trolling that can happen. And unfortunately, I didn't get a Sand Attack there, but it's okay. This HP is still fine. I'm actually in Torrent right now. I think I'll keep it for the next level so I can just Water Gun Camerupt instead of having to use Mudshot. Which, if you can use anything that's not Mudshot, if you can, then you should. That's how this game is.
100 is higher than 95.
And I'm not in Torrent. Nice, I have to Mudshot. Okay. So there's Maxie. Pretty simple fight, but you can get trolled really hard by Mightyena, so watch out for that. I think my voice might be dying. That's not good.
I think you should do more Toad and Marge to revive it.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's
What'd
the
you say,
problem.
Greta?
I was gonna say that it looks like the two of us are just gonna have to say everything.
Yeah,
for the
no,
rest of
just
it.
like I'll mouth, like type the sentence you want to say in DMs, and then I'll like mouth it out and you like talk over it. I'll be like a
Alright.
ventriloquist. How's that sound? Did I just super repel? God damn it. Actually, that's fine. Because it'll stay until after, oh, it won't. Whatever. I'll make it work. Anyway, we're going to Flannery's now. I did not bag manip that guy properly. Playing very scuffed right now. Yeah, Flannery. We haven't saved for a fight in a while, but Flannery is definitely worth a save.
We have a donation from 99 M&M 99 once again. with a $6.21 donation. Everyone applaud at my supreme brilliance. Also buy rights. Thank you, Eminem. I'm assuming this supreme brilliance is because the donation total is now $4,200 or $4,206.90. But yeah, I apparently
yeah.
can't say numbers today. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, like, we're all just falling apart. It's late. I don't know what to say. We're gonna need someone to save us. Greta, save us.
8 p.m. man.
I got you. I woke up at
You know what
3:30
killed my
p.m.
voice? That totem impression is exactly what it is.
For charity, it's fine.
Alright, here's Flannery. It's actually kind of a similar concept to Rival 2, where you set up on something weak. God damn it. You set up on something weak, and then hope it doesn't troll you, and then you pray that you don't get unlucky on the actual thing that's scary. So we just X attack here, and then hope we don't get smog poison. Okay, light screen's very good. Now, Torkoal is coming soon. There's also this cam rep, which is a 14 and 16 range. Got it. Really annoying if you miss it, actually. It has Attract. Because for some reason, 2 of Flannery's Mons have Attract when, like, that's not even her TM. Who knows? But yeah, Torkoal is very scary. Body Slam, Paralyze. Okay, good. Alright. That's the fight that you want to get all the time. Well, actually, she has a chance of using Sunny Day. Because Slugma used Light Screen, so that's also really good to get. But either way is fine.
Nice. Easy gym fight. Amazing.
You know, I did the what's Slugma joke in Jax's run like last night, and it's just dead silence for 40 seconds. It's a way different vibe if you do it on commentary, I'll tell you that.
The Go Goggles, which
We actually use right now.
you do use, yeah.
Unfortunately,
Just
I'm
key
not
item
going to
for
get
the
that
desert.
repel buffer I was talking about because I'm bad at video games, but that's okay. Actually, I could still do it if I wanted to. What am I buying?
Shop.
But actually, no, I can't because it's going to wear off before I get to the point I want to repel, so yeah, I'm screwed. But that's okay. Happens.
Herbs are pretty broken and are very good in Pokemon games.
Yes.
They're very cheap. Heal a lot. Like the energy roots you just picked up heal 200 HP. Also gets heal powders there, which is another very good item. It's basically a full heal. And again, available super early, super cheap. The only thing with herbs is they decrease friendship, but that literally does not matter.
Yeah. Herbs are very, very nice, especially, like, immediately right now. No, Etchy, I want to... Why, you're naughty nature.
Oh, it's naughty too. Did you manip that?
It's a secret. But yeah, so I'm going to be going through this grass naked now because I wasted a repel. So, that's sad. But, really funny thing about this game, your encounter rate when you're on the bike, or at least the Mach bike as far as I know, is actually decreased by 20%. So that's really funny, because I know in Hard Gold it's like...
Right
well, yeah, but... I made it pretty far on the first pass. But like in Heart Gold, it's a ridiculous jump and encounter rate if you're on your bike, so that's really funny. The disparity. But yeah, so I'd say only 3 encounters for this whole like route, which is just all grass. That's pretty good. IMO. But yeah, so I passed that. Oh wait, you know what? You know what's so funny? Even if I did set up that repel buffer properly, it wouldn't have mattered because I already fought the guy I was trying to pass. Or who I would have tried to pass. That youngster. He's another spinner where you can use the repel buffer trick to like line up and like immediately pass him if he's facing the right way after your repel ends. But obviously, I already fought him, and I didn't have the repel set up correctly, so both boxes were not checked, which is pretty impressive, if I must say.
I'm really fighting Brawly now. Actually, an easy fight for once.
Very, very easy. So there's actually 2 ways you can go about killing Makuhita, because it's a one-shot with Mudshot, but a range with Strength. But actually, you would prefer to miss the range with Strength, because if you Mudshot and miss, you will always bulk up, and then you can't kill it with another Mudshot, which is like whatever, right? But then you forget that Makuhita, the second gym leader's ace, second gym leader has a Citrus Berry, and Citrus Berries heal 30 HP in this game. So he just goes right back all the way up, and like, he just does not die. So I'll go for the Strength range, and I got it. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, this fight is like 99% of the time is free. But if it's like another one of those fights, you don't expect it to waste your time, but then you just get Omega trolled, and it's very unpog.
I think we have a
So now-
donation. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh yes, we have a $5 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much. No comment, but we appreciate you.
Thank you, Anon. Anon-kun. So now we're
Is it-
going
is it
back
dad
up.
time?
Yeah, it's now time for the worst gym in the game.
Is it worse
No.
than Tate and Liza?
Well, I mean,
I
the
guess
whole
as a
gym,
whole.
the whole gym
Yeah,
is
yeah.
pretty funky. Pretty funky monkey.
Is Norman himself worse than Tate and Liza?
No. Norman's actually pretty easy in this game, but
I
like,
just
like
like
I've
it.
said for a million other fights, he's designed to waste your time infinitely.
Yeah.
So you just gotta not get that. I'll still save though, because you can die. But I'm also gonna be saving. Actually, the first. Technically, this fight's unsafe because if I get crit on the second turn by Swellow, I die. But it's like, whatever, right? And then the next fight is Spinda, and Spinda's stupid because it just teeter dances you if your HP is high. And then, you pretty much have to Mudshot it at least once because 2 strength is like a terrible range to kill. But this is actually a good setup because now I think I'm in a range where that's Spinda knows Focus Punch, by the way, for whatever reason. It will now want to use Focus Punch because it sees it as a kill. And then he also has Dizzy Punch, but it does not do enough damage to kill me, so he won't go for that over it. So yeah, the idea here is do not miss Mudshot. Just do not miss Mudshot. That's what's gonna have to happen here. Because like playing this fight safe is not even safe because you're gonna get confused every time, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, good, got 1. I don't trust that roll to go for strength, so I'll go for another. Alright, easy.
No problem.
And now the next fight is definitely the worst of the 3 before Norman. I'm going to save for it. Also heal to full. So Jody has 1 Zangoose, and Zangoose has 2 really, really scary moves. Well, I guess it's only 1 scary move, but one of them just enhances the other. She has Swords Dance and Slash. And Slash is a really strong normal type move that has a high crit rate, and then Swords Dance, which boosts her attack by 2 stages. So basically, she's just jacked up right now. And hopefully I do not miss this Mudshot range, which is like 60%. Okay, wow, really good. So that's like the ideal situation. That's actually really good. But a lot of the time what happens is that you don't do enough damage to confirm the second hit for the 2-shot, so you have to water gun to, like, you know, do not enough damage to have her in heal range, because ace trainers in this game have hyper potions, fun fact. So you don't want that, but then that gives her a free turn to slash, and that does omega damage. Like, Swords Dance slash non-crit does like 90% of your health. So you better believe that is eviscerating you if you get crit. So just don't have that happen. Although actually she doesn't see a kill with slash, so she can actually just go for Swords Dance again, which is also good. Here's Norman. Another really stupid fight. So here's Spin Time. I'm explaining so many things right now. The idea for this is that he spams Teeter Dance because for some ungodly reason, when you're already confused, the AI doesn't know you're already confused, so it just tries to keep doing it. Nobody knows why. They do it, they know if you're statused for other things, like if you're paralyzed, they know. But here it's just random. He either randomly goes for Teeter Dance or Facade. And I got the perfect sequence, which is all Teeter Dances, and then I finish setting up, and then I heal the confusion, and then he Facades. Wow, that was perfect. That's so funny. But yeah, this fight obviously is so troll because you can just get infinitely stalled out of your healing items with Teeter Dance spam. Here's Vigoroth. It's a 50% chance to die to Mudshot from full, but I'm not going to go for that because that's stupid.
I think this is the last gen where they can't tell if you're confused or not, at least like Smart AI, because Gen 4, that's not a problem. They'll
Yeah.
be aware of that.
So here's Linoon. Linoon's the least threatening. Well, if you know what you're doing. Because it actually has Belly Drum, and if you play it wrong, you give it a Belly Drum setup, and then you don't outspeed it, and then you just lose. So don't have that happen. Now here's Slacking. We're going to actually Rock Smash. Oh my god. Use Facade. Dude. That's the one thing. The one thing. My
Well,
god.
In positive news, I got my pizza.
Yes! I'm so happy now.
Let me tell you the story. So, I'm downstairs and I'm like, okay, I'm scared of this person that's gonna come to the door, and so.
Were you scared of the pizza
It's-
delivery guy? The pizza delivery guy's always awesome.
And so I had to get my mom to get it. And somehow like a little gnat got in, and it was like literally like microscopic, but I was just like terrified of this gnat. And so I took so long to come back because I was just like fighting this gnat. I'm good now.
What kind of pizza, though?
It's just cheese.
Oh. Well, it's cheese and gnats, but...
Yeah.
What a story.
What's the
Okay,
story?
so let me explain
That's what I've
why
been up to.
that was so silly. So I Rock Smash and I crit Slacking, which you would think is a good thing because it does more damage, but no, Slacking has Counter, which is a move that if you hit it with a physical move, it always goes last and then does double the damage of what you did. So basically he's quadrupling what just happened. In a sense. So that just instantly kills you, and then you pretty much can't win anymore because all of the X attacks and stuff you used to set up with are gone. And like, you don't have nearly enough to sustain the rest of the run. So you have to reset. Really, really dumb. He had a chance of using Facade there, but I think when you're below 64 HP, he likes to go for Counter more. I think that's just in my experience. I'm in 90 HP now, so you might want to go for Facade, who knows. But, I was actually technically still at a safe or an unsafe HP because the max damage you do with,
No way.
Oh.
Oh my god. 1 in 16, by the way.
That is.
the maximum damage you do with Rock Smash is 32. So you don't want to get the highest roll, because if you do, you will die.
Time this charm.
Remember when I said that Norman is easier and like not bad? Let's go, dude.
We're just extending the content for the people.
Yeah,
That was
All
meant to
more
happen.
time to hit 4250 and 4500.
Exactly.
245 estimate, by the way. My PB is not even like 8 minutes better than that, by the way. I don't know why it's such a low estimate.
I think this is close to the times I was getting on my practice runs.
Alright, bub. The practice runs that didn't die.
Yeah,
Excuse you.
and where I didn't know what I was doing. Please.
Yeah, I want to finish before, Oh wait, Unite's dead now.
Yeah, it's dead.
Now what?
Let's do Snap.
Etchy?
Do-
Have you
No,
routed?
no,
have
we're
you
doing
have you
marbles,
routed a
we're
new
doing
snap,
marbles.
dude? New snap
Oh, you're
routing
right.
stream. New snap routing stream on Marathon.
Manipulus?
Okay. Now I am
Hey.
confirmed not dead. So the idea with using Rock Smash is you really want to get a defense drop so that you can have shorter turn count, which I did not get. So from here, I have to hit 2 mud shots and get the 2-shot range, which is like 87%. And if I don't get it, that's really slow. Okay, God.
Alright, we're through. We did
I'm
it.
also
First
out of
try.
roots. That's really bad. God. How am I out of roots already? That's so... Ooh, okay. Jesus Christ. I'll make it work. It's fine. So now that that's finally over, we've escaped from Chernobyl.
Oh my.
We finally get to move on, and now we get like the best water move in the game. Norman. Cherried Normie. Surf is really, really good for Marsh Stomp. Even though its special attack isn't that high. Pulse effects. Shh. Even though special attack isn't that high for Marsh Stomp. I'm getting so distracted. It's still a really good move because it has such high power, just inherently, so that works out. We grab this rare candy for free, and we go right back to Mauville with Teleport because that's still our last entered Pokemon Center, which is nice. Okay. So here, you can actually get an encounter if you're super unlucky. And it's actually really bad if you do because it'll be a level at least 32 Tentacle. And Tentacles are really fast and Marshtomp is not, so you're gonna have a tough time getting away, which is really funny. Except it isn't.
I have a donation here. I have $10 from Groucho Bar X saying, marbles, 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 marbles. Thank you so much for the $10, Groucho.
I agree.
So did some safe movement right there to dodge the scariest optionals in the game. One of them has... Oops, I'm not repelling here. One of them has 2 glooms, I think. And then the other one is just a straight up loss because it's a Breloom that outspeeds you and has a Mega Drain. So you are never winning that fight. So I just did the safe bonk method. Get past them safely. My HP is really high, wow, because I got a weird ass Norman fight, or slacking, I should say. So you want to have Torrent here because for Shelly, the last grunt we fight here, she her Mightyena doesn't die to normal surf, so you have to use you have to be in Torrent, and even then it's still only a range, but it's pretty good range. But now we have to 2-shot it, so hopefully it doesn't get bad.
Are there more fights here than in Sapphire? There are, right?
I don't know actually.
It feels like there's a lot.
Sapphire's trainer layouts I am not familiar with.
Oh, you finally have Surf though, like a decent move.
Yeah.
Water type move.
Yeah. Surf is really nice because we can just spam it. And it's also only 4 characters long, which is the fastest way to display like text, because text displays 1 character per frame, which you want the shortest possible names for moves if you can help it to save the frames. But there on that Carvana, I used Mudshot. Surf actually still one-shots, but they're actually, well, I mean, only one thing, really, but... So, if you Surf, you're gonna get the not very effective text, which lingers for a little bit in this generation, which makes it kind of slow. So you don't want that. And also, if I could, like, if you think that I could use Strength to also get that advantage without having the miss chance for Mudshot, it's actually worse because Carvana has an ability called Rough Skin where if you damage it, oh, you can do that. Awesome. Carvana has an ability called Rough Skin where if you contact damage it, then it does damage to you, and that's just even slower than not very effective text. But yeah, that Mightyena has swagger apparently. Very epic. I have 1 heal powder left and no full heal. This is so cursed.
Alright, so I got curious as to like what's the longest Pokemon move name. I have discovered the answer if we'd like to hear.
Can I guess?
Lay it on us.
I'm not sure if I know how to say it, to be honest.
Oh, it's Synchronoise, isn't it?
No.
It's not Synchronoise?
It's Oh Hot.
Oh, hot?
What?
You said, what'd you say?
No, let me read it. It is Lunala's Z move, Menacing Moonray's
Oh,
Maelstrom.
come on, stupid Z moves don't count. That's dumb. Nobody
That's
cares
what
about
the
Z moves.
Bulbapedia website said.
No, that's so dumb. That's like, oh my god. Whoa, I should save. Oh, thank god I caught that.
Oh, literally 1 tile away.
Oh my god.
But I was saying, like,
You already know.
I hate how, like, oh, what's, like, the most X of this? For, like, Pokemon. It's like, oh, well, if you the Z move, Mega Evolute, Dino,
Argo.
Gigamax to go move is, like, the longest. I hate that poop. I hate that crud.
Especially when like fake Pokemon like Alola Mola exists.
Okay, so here's Rival 3. It's actually it's a way easier version of, no, that's a reset. I didn't mean to do that. It's a way easier version of Rival 2. You do the same thing, you just sit up on Slugma, and then you go through the fight and hope you don't die to Grovyle, but here it's like, you're 15 and 16 to one-shot Grovyle with Strength, and you outspeed it. But if you don't kill it, you instantly die to an overgrow leaf blade. And then Pelipper is more annoying than Wingull because it has Protect. I got crit again. What? Why'd I do that? Why am I doing these things that don't need to be done? Why am I doing this? I'm like, wait, I'm gonna surf Slugma, so I'm gonna X special. No. I'm losing it, bro. 245 estimate, BTW.
Blame it on Toad.
Actually, same.
Blame everything on Toad.
Toad and Marge. I'm still recovering from Marge last night.
Do you like have a drink or something?
No, I'm very not wise.
Oh.
Look, okay, I came back from the amusement park, which I was screaming at all day.
Yeah,
and
that
now
is true.
I'm like recovering from that. He hardened turn 1, right? Okay, good. And now I was like, oh yeah, I have to set up for the run. And then I looked at the schedule and I was like, oh, my run is like now 40 minutes earlier, I guess. And it was like 9:20. And then Pulse finished under estimate. And then I had to start. And we spent like 15 minutes doing setup. I was supposed to rock smash. No way. Okay, thank God. Got the read. So yeah, here is the first of many enemies that are gonna have Protect. Gen 3 Protect AI is... It belongs in a museum. That's all I'll say.
See, if you were doing Moon, then you could have gotten a drink in like the hour of cutscenes.
Yeah, now it's like I'm thinking of cutscenes in this game. It's like, wait a minute. Wow, like Rayquaza cutscene like 20 minutes from the end of the game. Yeah, dude.
Hey, Scott.
Caught.
Hater Scott.
Why is Rose speaking to me? Oh, because I reset the game, so now
Oh yeah.
the Pokénev people are like awake. Oh god, what have I done? Oh yeah, so you saw I got cast form earlier. We're actually gonna use cast form for some forced double battles later, which is really funny. Because it's actually pretty useful with Shockwave. We're gonna take advantage of that. Oh, you know what sucks? We're not gonna use Abra anymore for teleporting. More of that. More etch. But that's okay.
Gas Farm is really nice. Not only because it can actually help out a little bit in the battles, but it's also high level, so just not going to gain as many levels as like
That
throwing
is
in
true.
Abra would.
Very true.
Also not going to die, which is.
And it's
or
also
won't die as
pretty much
easily.
necessary for, well, I guess not necessary, but it makes one fight in Winona's gym way faster. That's not even, that's not the double battle, ironically enough. We didn't revive here. Safety.
So, what happens if you find a shiny?
This Kecleon is shiny, I will give $100 to the stream.
Same.
I would, but I like don't.
No way! Okay.
$100. Oh my god.
I'm gonna attempt the hardest spinner pass in the game.
You should have gotten commitments from like multiple people to donate for it, and then just minute the
I
shiny.
need focus. Woo! What, as you were saying? Oh wait, no, that's not the hardest spinner pass. That's the second hardest. Damn it! Whatever.
Those though. Now I have to talk during the next one.
True. Wait, no, I have to repel. What? I said demit. What's wrong with that? Demitten. What's wrong? You don't like demits? The baseball mitts? How dare you? I thought you liked baseball games. That was perfect for no reason. We're gonna grab the person berries here for something later, like way later. AKA not using it for anything Swampert's gonna do, or it's still Marshtomp, I guess, but yeah, way later. Whoa, don't do that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Thankfully, she cannot look down. But yeah, we're gonna do a lot of menuing here. Switching around the party and using rare candies and whatnot. Mark Lily Cove as a fly spot. I cannot do this right. Okay. Now we obtain Swampert.
Yeah, if you didn't do this now, like unlocking the fly point, your only option would be to either climb back down or fly to
Yeah.
whatever place you
Because
left earlier.
the closest
Like,
fly location to Lily Cove is Fortree, and as you saw, like it took forever to get from
Exactly.
Fortree to Lily Cove with no trainer battles. That was like it took a long ass time. So avoiding that is very, very nice. Okay.
Fire time. Spooky.
Yeah, and I did something really, really cool there. So, if you were paying close attention, then right after I landed from surfing, you would have noticed that I immediately mounted the bike and then dismounted and then ran forward. The reason I did that was because when you... Something with the music in this game where if you run into an area where like another music track is playing and like fading out or something along those lines, then it like it's like a delayed transition to the next area because it waits for the music to stop. But if you immediately cancel that music and then start playing the route music, it immediately fades out way quicker and loads in the area like half a second faster. That's a pretty scuffed explanation. You could probably ask someone like Shiru or Pokeguy or somebody, they would know, but that's the basic gist that I have obtained from watching.
Yeah, music transitions can actually matter in Gen 3 games.
Yeah. They don't pop up
Little
often though, but when they do,
yeah.
it's nice to optimize it.
Yeah, very rare. Or Double Battle.
You're laying down? Dude, I wish I could lay down. I laid down for like 5 minutes after I got home after like 7 hours of being in public. Oh my god. It felt so good, but I had to get back up to set up my OBS. I had to shower and then
Things
set
to
up
do
OBS.
for these people.
God.
It's
Alright,
really hard
so...
work.
That was wrong. I was supposed to... Actually, it doesn't really matter that much. But... So the idea for most of the double battles that have cast form is that you just kill things with Swampert as you would, but then cast form as Shockwave, and what you're trying to do most of the time is get the things out that are weak to Shockwave. So as you saw there, I messed it up, but I was supposed to target Poochyena with Shockwave as well, and that would have hit Carvana on the way in, because Gen 3 double battle mechanics are really bad and unbalanced, so we can just kill... We're gonna kill this Whalmer, and then he's gonna send out the next Pokemon before we even end the turn, so I get to hit the Zubat with a super effective Shockwave, so that's the idea for using cast form in most double battles. But yeah, like Etchy said, the biggest thing is definitely not getting all those extra levels, which are incredibly slow. Oh wait, no, I am teleporting one more time, because I marked Fortree City. I lied. Go, Etch.
reliable.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, we never actually fought Winona.
Yeah. We delay Winona because doing this gym as Marshtomp is a giant meme. Like, Sapphire used to use Marshtomp for this for the longest time, but then, like, even they were like, you know what? We're just gonna delay it and use Swampert too. It was that bad, so. It's just the way now in both games to use Swampert for this gym. But the main thing for this game is that Swampert does way better against these double battles, or I guess this specific one, than Marshtomp does, because it actually one-shots things and outspeeds things like this Doduo. So for this, well, that's really bad. The idea, or the ideal thing that happens here is that Pelipper's gonna come out and I just crit Shockwave and one-shot it. That's the Poggy. Almost the Poggy, but I think that's in Surf range to kill, so I'm gonna go for it with Swampert. Because Cast Form either high rolled or has really good special attack. So this Surf should kill. Yes, okay, really good. That's still really good because now I got the damage on Swellow, so Shockwave will finish it off now for sure. Really good. Wow. Okay, I like just said that you had good special attack Cast Form. What's up with that? What's up with that?
I was gonna say too, Cast Form seems really nice.
Yeah, I've never done that much damage to Pelipper, but now it's just like, because it usually does around half to Swellow, so it's like, what was that? Head Bob, am I glad to see you? Alright, so now here comes that fight I was talking about, where Cast Form is actually pretty useful, which isn't the double battle. It's this guy. He has a singular Tropius. And the thing about this Tropius is that, like, there are very few situations where Swampert actually wins the 1v1. Because from full HP, you are always going to die to 2 Razor Leafs, no matter what. But 2 things can happen to alter that. You can either crit Strength on one of the turns or dodge a Razor Leaf. But most of the time, you're just going to die here. But then, it's okay, because we have our good old pal, which has the perfect move on slot 1 to finish the job and also outspeeds. Ain't that convenient?
You rare candy revive here?
Yes. And it's also very convenient too because we just leveled up on the last fight, so our experience is low anyway with Swampert, so the rare candy doesn't make a difference. Or makes it so that the experience lost there is negligible. Really epic. Whoa, Major Cat, I have not seen you in 3,000 years. Thank you for the good luck. Just had to say something.
Oh wow, it's been a long time.
Okay, so do this and this. So Winona, yet another fight we are saving for because things can go horribly wrong. And pretty much all of that revolves around her first Mon, which is just a Swablu. Literally just the Swablu is the worst part of the fight. And the reason for that is because it has this funny move called Perish Song, which, if you're not in death range to it, then it has a 1 in 6 chance of using it at random. And that just makes the fight really, really bad, because what Perish Song does, which she used, I'm just gonna reset and try again. What that means is that in 3 turns, Swampert will just die, unless you switch him out and then come back in. But the problem is that we set up an X attack, and if we do that, swap out, then we lose that stage of attack. So it makes the fight so much slower, and there's actually a path I can take to still win the fight even with Perish Song, but it's like, if I have the save ready, I'll just go for that because it's seriously pretty much just faster to reset and try again if you do get Perish Song than doing the fight the slow way. Okay, good. That's what you want to see. That HP is still fine. Yo, Kahili, I see Kahili in chat.
Thanks to me, I'm like
Rise
her
up.
biggest fan.
Yo, Joker, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
good.
Yeah, Kahili is one's Winona 2, Skyla 3. Cry about it.
Big agree.
Disgusting.
Anyways, so you see that this Pelipper is just always protecting because I think one of the quirks for Protect AI is that they wait for you to do one move that triggers Protect and then they stop doing it all the time. So we just have literally free real estate to set up as much as we want and then just sweep, which is really funny. Wait, no, this HP is great. Because the normal thing you would do is only set up 2x attacks to +3 on Pelipper and then kill it. Because for Skarmory, you want to take a hit for some extra Torrent health, but I already have that from the Swablu crit, so that's actually a good thing. And that totally wasn't coincidental, and me getting lucky that that was the situation, because I would have not had the proper setup for Skarmory. But yeah, we are good to go.
First try.
Yes, sir. More first try than Normie. Say that much.
And it's like we're not even like done with the worst gym fight, so that's still ahead of us.
Yeah. Eminem, I could not care less about you.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Scalding.
You know what, Kid Rocker? Maybe I can make it happen. Never know.
Gonna be a 2:45:02 because you just lost 2 seconds to that fly menu.
Watch your mouth.
Shut your mouth, you mediocre clarinet.
Okay, so thankfully, I talked about that scary pass with the run back and forth bike on that hiker, but you have to repel anyway, so it's optimal to use that bag to just freeze him in place while you repel, which I did not talk about bag manip. Oh man. So bag manip is just the spinner pass that always works no matter what. The only catch is that it's the slowest way to pass a spinner, so that's why we still have all those other spinner tricks we do to save a lot of extra bag entrances and exits throughout the run.
Big cat jam energy here. Yeah, this is the part that's not in Sapphire. / Ruby. Or no, not in... Yeah, because they just have the generic hideout.
Yeah.
That's part of why this game takes an extra 30-ish
True, I
minutes.
forgot this area was Emerald exclusive.
Yeah.
You know so many things, don't you?
I played Pokemon. I just don't know
See,
what a
I knew
Lolamola
having
is.
you as my co-commentator would just be two peas in a pod, you and I.
You're
And that
the
was
Patrick
me.
to my SpongeBob.
I'm like, I don't even know what game we're playing.
You're here for pizza updates and cheerleading, and also the correct Pokemon girl propaganda. Also that.
Exactly. I know a few things about this game, kind of.
Okay, so I didn't talk about that. What I just did. Also, wow, I'm so cool. That looked really close. Like, if you were paying attention, like I barely passed that magma grunt that was walking up as I passed the top, and that's actually like a frame perfect pass. So well, not necessarily frame perfect. I don't know how tight it really is, but essentially you don't mess up movement from the time you go down to the first guy that I talked to, and then talk to him really fast, and then you just do perfect movement to up to the point where you pass him, and then you get a safe pass every time. But obviously, it's really tight if you like bonk or are slow to talk to the guy. You could you can mess it up. So it's really nice to get it because it's satisfying, and it's way better than having to do it the slow way. The slow way is very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. You just have to, like, inch forward as they walk so they don't see you, and, like, it looks so stupid. That's the safe way. At least that's my safe way.
Also, I will have you know, I apologies in advance here. I'm gonna feel old. I am 7 months older than this game.
Ow! Look at you.
Yeah, plugging 1 hour to make marbles happen. Unless, well, this can just be like, probably can extend this run for another like 3 hours or so. But yeah, marbles, $4,500. Let's make it happen, team. We're already at $4,000, $221.90. It's very amazing. A lot of crazy donations have come in today. Thank you all so much for all the support so far.
You're on a thin line here, pal. Anyways, this fight... Okay, so the rest of the double battles, pretty much, are just spamming surf. Because it's just a bunch of weak grunts. So, that works out. There are still... I mean, there's still one fight where you use cast form to shockwave, but it's like, it's still just spamming surf. The movement here is really, really annoying. The tiles... It's not... Because, like, the way the tiles are for the wall here is that it's like a mountain that goes up and it's, like, slanted. So it's actually kind of hard to tell where the tile meets the next one, so you know where you would bonk. But it's really hard to tell in this area. So if you're not paying attention, like I definitely wasn't because I was talking, then you could very easily bonk multiple times. So the next fight is yet another fight that is worth saving for in this speedrun. Maxi 2. I was supposed to surf that. No, I wasn't. Surf this. And do this, and do this, and then I do this. Okay, so you saw how I've been staying in Torrent this whole time, which is really nice because you just, get the easy fights for every single grunt. Mainly Tabitha, because you one-shot his Mightyena and stuff. But we need it for this next fight too, but obviously Maxi is much stronger Pokemon. So he actually has a chance of killing us. But only with his Crobat, because his Crobat outspeeds us. And has one attack it can do. If that attack crits, we die. And then if we didn't save, we'd have to revive, and then we lose Torrent, and then it's ugly. Although I guess we get it back after a hit, but I want as many revives as possible. So I'll reset if I have to save them for later parts of the run. Good morning, Sphanes. One quote from what? I can't just like spew out quotes here. You gotta give me some material to work with.
If you just if you say something, then someone's probably said it before. So there you go.
You're a mastermind. Okay, I didn't get crit. Nice. And we actually keep this HP for the Aqua Hideout, which is what we're going to next. Also, really funny. For some reason, the evil team bosses in actually, I don't know about Giovanni and Fire Red, but pretty much all of Gen 3, the evil team bosses, the highest tier of potion they get is Super Potion. For whatever reason. So, yeah, that's why that strat works with the Crobat.
Oh, Siren is referring to SpongeBob quotes.
Quotes? Me quoting myself? How's that for layered content? Where's my escape rope? There it is.
Quote yourself doing the Toad impression while doing a Marge impression.
I mean, like, how can I quote that if it's never happened?
Are we still getting a Marge impression at 4250?
Okay, you never said 4250. Also, I never agreed. I never agreed to it.
Okay, yeah, you didn't agree to it, but I did say it. Okay. But I mean, I'm asking if you agree now, or do you want 4300?
Dude, my voice was literally dying like half an hour ago from Toad, and now you're gonna make me do this?
It's for charity.
I'm not gonna
You
make it,
should do
man.
it.
What if we do it towards the end, when you're already almost
Towards
done?
the end. I'll think about it.
Oh, we gotta know soon so we can tell people to donate.
Oh my god. You gotta like get the money out of the people, yeah. If we get to 4,500, I'll do Marge. Okay, is it gonna be Marge doing a Toad impression or Toad doing a Marge impression? Which one?
God. Let's ask chat. Let's see what chat says.
Hey, chat! What do you think? Having a convo? No. What? Oh, you're asking a lot out of me.
We can acquire that coffee pasta with great ease. So,
Yeah, I just gotta like DM me or something.
it's happening. $4,500.
Oh, yeah, 45. You gotta make it. You gotta make it first. No, don't. This ain't set in stone. 4,500.
Let's get her done.
Get her going. Wait, so if it's what are the logistics here? If it's I didn't mean to powder snow. If you said Toad and Marge doing the pasta, like what do you mean by that? Like them alternating? I'm not reading that twice in a row in two different voices. That's not happening. That's not happening.
Like every other word.
Every other word.
Until they like.
You think I can like
become one voice.
stop time? I can't do that.
Merging. Phase alignment. I would say every other word or every other sentence.
Oh my god, I got the freeze text.
Good. But definitely every other word is better.
Okay. That's okay. That's just if as like I didn't know the English language. I was like reading it like off the like a Google Translate. Great game, very well played. It would sound like that, except in the cringe voices, which I wasn't gonna do.
I mean, it sounds good to me.
None of your voices are cringe. Just your punchlines are.
What if the voice is the punchline, man? You don't get it. I'm like getting a headache from this. My left eyebrow is aching. Special delivery. What's this? Oh, thank you. All right. And now with my my source, my direct source. Okay, so I actually could afford to not pay attention in this area because it's just fighting a bunch of grunts where you spam surf. All I have to do is just pay attention to where I'm going. Pretty easy, but obviously that's not gonna last for long because after this, oh boy, we're getting spicy and spicy meatball.
It's a
Levels
little bit
of
nicer
content.
than the magma hideout. No bike movement, no weird architecture. Just
True.
pretty straightforward. There is a master ball here that Sparkle could get if He was a weenie.
You know, if I actually remember it, I would have considered it.
It's so getting the so in Sapphire, it's actually pretty common to do the Master Ball thing, especially for newer runners, because getting the Master Ball in that game like 40 seconds of time loss, I want to say, versus just doing the normal minute. Whereas in Emerald, it's a lot more time loss. I'm assuming it's like an extra fight.
It's
or
like
something.
it's like probably a bit over a minute in this game to get the
yeah,
Master
a
Ball.
bit over a minute. So that's why you pretty much never see it in Emerald runs, but it is an option that you can do for safety. Or we're gonna be catching it with the regular old Pokeball instead.
Toad has to say GGVWP. Okay, I forgot the menu. Okay, so I don't have my energy root, which I was gonna use here, but now I have to use 2 energy powders, which is actually still okay. I need to have a specific HP setup for the Tate and Liza fight, and ideally I'm anywhere from like 95-ish HP to like 120-ish, around that. Anything in the middle is good, but this Gyarados is annoying because it has moves that do damage, so it can like make things worse. Especially if I'm already at the HP value I want to be. So ideally we just get a max roll crit here, but that's not going to happen. It's just going to be a 3-shot with strength. And of course Dragon Rage is the worst move you can select. Alright, just damage me again. Okay, good. I got the 3-shot, that's fine. So now I'm going to Energy Powder again. Which is cool, because I'll be at a good HP. It's actually not necessary to bag manip this swimmer spinner lady up there, but nowhere else to do it, so may as well do it in the most reasonable place. Because surfing is actually plenty fast enough to just pass spinners on reaction, which is nice, but we don't use that ever in this run, so unfortunate. Okay. So now here, I'm gonna buy 2 hypers and 2 full. I'll buy like 4 full heals at first, actually, and a couple of revives too. But the main thing is that we want 11 max repels and 11 X attacks, and after that we're fine. I'll buy 10 more. You know what? Because I feel like it. I'm also gonna buy like 1 million of these. Nice.
It is now time for the Gym of Nightmares.
Yeah, so Tate and Liza's gym, there's actually a few fights we have to do before we actually get to the actual gym fight, but I can explain it here because it's... You could write a full, like, 3-body paragraph essay on Tate and Liza, and it probably still wouldn't be enough information to convey. But, the idea of the fight is to make it a flowchart where you consistently get the same things, because the big problem with it is that there are 2 really, really strong Pokemon. Wow. Goodbye, cast form. I have to revive you now. There are 2 really strong Pokemon on the field, and because they're so strong, the moves they can use can be slightly varied, and you have to find a way to set up and also manage the Pokemon that are coming in and out, because obviously they're gonna go for the kill on your little tykes that are lower level, because they're Omega gonna get one-shot by everything. So you play around them not attacking Swampert. That's the biggest thing. They're not attacking Swampert most of the time. So you can take control of that as well in a very loose kind of way. But the idea is that something dies turn 1, probably like Abra or Cast Form. I can revive Cast Form and have it die. And then I X Speed, and then X Special the next turn with Swampert as something else dies. And then the important part is that I want to get Claydol to use Earthquake twice to get me into Torrent. And thankfully there are some pretty consistent ways of doing that. but obviously it can go very wrong if even one thing doesn't work out right. Like, so if I get crit by the first Earthquake, it's over. I just lose, because then I'm at 2 low HP, and then Xatu goes for Psychic on Swampert because it probably kills. So that can't work. And then also, fun fact, the 2-shot range on Xatu is actually a range, because the way it works is that when you surf the first time, you're not actually in Torrent, because you're waiting still for Claydol to Earthquake the second time. So when you surf the next turn, it actually kills both of them. But that won't happen if other stuff doesn't work out right. And then it's also just a range as well on a Lunatone to one-shot. So it's like, it's so hard to explain how this fight is, like, supposed to work, really. Like, I pretty much gave you the best explanation I could, and now we're gonna see how I fare. I've got to remember to revive cast form before I save.
Very excited for Marathon Tate and Liza.
Yeah. I have 4 revives. Oh wait, I do have the extra Abra. Maybe I could do something with that. Probably not.
Ash is gonna get so many levels and it's gonna become Kadabra.
Honestly, that's a nice character arc. Alright, so here we go. So, Swampert's a good HP, we're gonna X-Speed first, then just mash with cast form so it dies, and now Claydol should Earthquake the first time here. I'm gonna send out Swablu because it's immune to Earthquake. And that actually saves a revive I would have to do on another thing later. And I got crit, so I lose. Reset. Alright. Let's try again. Wait, you didn't see that, Shelty? I thought you were there for that. But like I forgot to repel for the route with the Abra next to Rustboro on the second pass, and then I was like, oh, I forgot to repel, and then she was like, oh, dude, Abra, yeah, second Abra manip. And then I actually encountered an Abra, and then actually caught it with 1 Great Ball. So, there you go. Not even true, Corvame. I would have been bullied by Xatu. And then reset in the same situation. So now here, so I'm just gonna do the strat you're supposed to do. I'm not gonna do the I don't want Etch to die, okay? I'm just gonna try and not have that happen. So here, Claydol should go for Ancient Power or Psychic or something, not Earthquake. Yeah. Psychic is the best thing it can go for, actually, because Ancient Power obviously has that 10% chance to ruin your life. So now here, oops, now is when I do Surf number 1, and now Claydol should Earthquake this turn, and set up my Torrent, and then I should win. Good roll on Xatu. You should Earthquake. Oh no, Etch has to die! No! No! I got EQ at least. Goodbye, Etch.
Bye forever.
Oh well, it was inevitable.
I won, it's fine. I'll say one quirk with Gen 3 double battles. If you played more recent gens, you're wondering why Sparkle just doesn't like X item his Swampert with his cast form or whatever. Can't do that in this game. Can't do that in anything before Gen 5, so any Pokemon that uses an X item, it's applied to that Pokemon immediately.
Oh, true, you're right. But then they changed it
like
back
this
in,
messy.
didn't they change it back in Let's Go?
No, you can do that in Let's Go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like in Gen 5. Wait.
Gen 5 onward, you can use X items on other Pokemon in double battles. Or triple battles.
Oh, right. Okay, I mix it up. I thought it was like you could in Gen 4, then you couldn't in Gen 5, and then you could again. I was like, what?
You did in Gen 4. So sick.
Yeah, no, I'm just smooth brain. Don't mind me.
I did actually try that when I was going back to Platinum this last week. I was like, oh, just use an X attack here. Why wouldn't I do that? And then it just didn't work.
You realize you're not playing. Well, I mean, actually, Gen 5's not baby game. Gen 5 is based, nostalgic. Have you heard the OST, bro? Gen 5 is the best.
Gen 5 remakes.
Oh no. No, dude.
We have anywhere from 3 to 7 years of Gen 5 remake hype.
Yep.
Ah,
I'm ready for the Gen 6 remake hype.
Dude, Oros remakes. Oh my god.
LOL. Gen 5 remakes on Switch Pro confirmed.
I hope they're also chibi style.
Honestly, Chibi N would be a pretty big meme.
I guarantee there's like a Nendoroid of him. That's like close enough.
Yeah.
What's happening story-wise here? Why are you here?
Good question. So Team Magma is trying to take over the space station. Because they...
Weather? Oh.
They
Oh,
wanna...
this one's fun.
They wanna fill the atmosphere with rocket fumes so that it can't rain ever again. So no more water. Easy.
Themes. Probable, but I'm assuming that's not correct. That's like good enough of an answer.
What's your theory?
Game theory.
So I was like praying to God no one was gonna say that. I was praying.
Did you know?
It's way too easy.
I think they're just gonna get a rocket ship to get Deoxys real fast.
But like Deoxys isn't even on the moon. Deoxys is on a random island
That's what they do in Oros.
in the middle
so,
of
I
nowhere.
mean,
Well, Oros isn't a real game, so also where they're gonna get the Mega Rayquaza to like shoot a meteor down from the heavens? Where are they gonna get that?
Point. Well, they have like cast forms at least.
This is the wrong timeline for that.
Why doesn't cast form evolve?
What should it
Because
evolve
it's
into?
it's a Gen 2
Tell us
mon.
your-
Honestly, you know
your
what?
fake
Gen 3
mon.
Gen 3 has its fair share of like really bad base form like non-evolution mons. Like Gen 2. They're not as bad, but like they get away with it because Gen 2 is so much worse. Anyway, here's the dumbest double battle in the game. Not the hardest, the dumbest. This fight is really stupid. It like a lot of it depends on what Steven's Matang wants to do. And then also what like also Tabitha and Maxie can do random things that make no sense, and it's just like makes things so much worse because it all depends on like if you're able to actually take out the Golbat and Crobat, because they both outspeed you and they might attack you, so you don't want that to happen. But it's weird because nothing else really wants to attack you besides Crobat and Golbat. Mightyena wants to scary face you because you're faster. Reflect is really good. It's actually really,
Scary
really good.
face.
Oh yeah, Scary Face is 85 accuracy, by the way.
What? Today I learned.
And thankfully, I don't know why, but if Mightyena does use Swagger, he only ever goes for Matang. At least from what I've seen. Why'd you do that? See, this is what I'm saying. Like, that makes no sense and doesn't ever happen, but it just happened. Why'd you use Takedown on me? Like, I'd never really see that, and now that Reflect doesn't matter as much because I can still take one hit from either of the Golbat or Crobat, but not both at the same time, which is like what I wanted. This is so stupid. And yeah, now they're gonna... Okay, no. Golbat is here. So Golbat knows it can't kill me. Right? Oh, so close. 18... Yeah, and there's no way I died to Golbat. Oh, wait, no, it's dead. It's dead. Yeah, okay. I should win now. Because Crobat shouldn't be able to kill me. Thank you, Lime. That's like the 4th time. I appreciate the support. I got a level here too. Yeah, this is free now. So I forgot you actually outspeed that Golbat. My mistake. The Crobat outspeeds you. And is scary. But not anymore because Reflect is up. Good, okay. And now Matang should just Metal Claw again here. Oh, it's confused. Okay, good. Nice, so Matang actually helped out a lot that fight. So, even though that camera up used Takedown for like no reason, which it like never does usually, we still recovered from that. Because like if I was going to be in death range to Crobat or something, then I would have had to Energy Powder, and then I would not have been in Torrent anymore, so it's like, things get so much worse. It's just, you never want to have that fight go bad. And like, in that it goes slowly. So stupid.
Yeah, any double battle where you can't control half of your team is just not a good time.
Oh, you know that more than anybody.
Yeah,
You and a
horrible.
good subset of people know more than anybody on Earth how bad that can be.
I think it's bad in literally every single gen that it's like a thing in. Like,
Honestly, I mean, Spear Pillar Berry and Torterra Route is good.
I guess like Barry's okay, but like,
He's not bad.
well, the thing is like that Barry fight's good, and then you have like the Lucas double where you can get like Metronome Explosion, like I did a couple days
But that's
ago.
funny. That's like funny content.
Haha, funny. You lost your run, but
Dude,
haha.
I got Metronome self-destruct, me living on 1 HP. How is that not like the best content ever? You gotta level with me here.
More to life than
Oh
content.
yeah, yeah,
man.
your Rock Wrecker on the Zubat. Oh my god, I pogged
yeah.
my I pogged my pants.
I guess that's like the best case scenario for a true double, where it's just Metronome memes the entire time. So if it goes really badly, it's like hilarious at least.
True Metronome double. All 4 mons have Metronome. Good luck. Oh, what? Where am I going? Okay, so yeah, here is when, you know, Gen 3, haha, water. That's where this whole part happens. I was scared of that guy, so I waited for him to pass me. When did I become elitist? Or what happened? Wait, when did this happen? Alright, hold on. There's a tricky spinner pass here that there's a good method on, but I only know the method I came up with myself, which is not even that good. Here's my method. Be suave. Oh wait, no, he's a rotator, isn't he? Oh, I could probably just walk around him the whole way. That's probably what it is. But yeah, here's the final evil team dungeon. This place actually has some pretty intricate puzzles for a Pokemon game, I must say. The last strength puzzle in particular took me a really long time to beat as a kid.
This game has a very like high percentage of time you spend just dealing with your evil team.
Yeah, I'm now realizing how
You
like
kinda just,
how many
switch in
times we're
too
like,
fast.
because yeah, we just went from the Magma hideout with Maxi 2, and then immediately to the Aqua Grunt hideout. And then immediately after that, beating Tate and Liza, we did the space shuttle stuff, and now we're in the Aqua final dungeon. Like, that's actually kind of crazy. Oh, 2 steps? Okay. This fight against Archie is literally the same thing as Maxi 2, but... I mean, not but, just that's a good reason to save. It actually can go worse than Maxi 2. Because Crobat has multiple chances to crit you, because you have to set up more turns. Also, if you enter this fight with, if you're not in Torrent for the start of this fight, you are not getting away with less than like 10 turns spent in this fight. You are going to get scary-faced every time by this Mightyena. If you're not in Torrent, because you don't kill it. You have to like dodge it. And then pray that you can set up an X special and not have that happen. But yeah, now here we're at Crobat. We're just gonna spam energy powders and then set up an X spec and an X speed and then be good. My X items. I can't read. That's fine, he doesn't do more than 28, I think, actually. It's like his max, I speeded, right? Yeah. We're now pastas in chat. Jesus, bike your seltzer. I didn't know Shelty was a seltzer enthusiast.
Alright, now are we done with Evil Team?
Yes. Well, not really, because we still have to watch 2 separate cutscenes of Kyogre and Groudon staring at each other very intensely and menacingly. So, we're not done yet. One of those adlipated simpletons? What is adlipated?
Yeah, I don't know what this word is mean. Like, what?
I really hope I said that right. I mean, I guess, but like, why would I read Vaporeon copy pastas anymore? Why would anyone do that? They're all just trying to one-up each other, I bet. What's the point? AKA Quirky. Okay, so now we're just going to surf over to Pacific Log so that we mark it for the fly spot we're going to use later to come back to the Spear Pillar twice. And there's some pretty, all things considered, not intense movement at all, but you really want to not mess this up.
How strong are these trainers?
Not very, but they have water types, so you do not want to deal with that as Swampert. I made it out of the first checkpoint. Thought I went to topless already, but I didn't.
Yeah, reminder, we only have until the end of this run to get both the marbles incentive and the Toad margin impression.
Really hoped you forgot about that.
We just gotta hit $4,500.
Where am I going? I'm so bad at this, bro. I just autopilot. But it's like I actually don't know the area to like autopilot it, so it's just so stupid on my part. This is Sapphire's track, Skylon, and that's because it's better. The Ruby one hurts my ears, so I made a good choice.
Thanks. Oh shit. It's like Rock'em Sock'em of robots.
No, they're not broken yet. They're not Rock'em Sock'ems.
I also like how small they look on compared to your character. They're like barely bigger than you.
You know what? They were faithful with that in Oras when you had the cutscene of riding on whatever legendary. They were like
True.
10 times smaller for no reason.
And then like half a cutscene later, they're like massive.
Like,
almost.
yeah, like dinosaur sized. I mean, yeah, literally this is just a huge story segment that I'm forced to do. Because, believe it or not, this game does have a plot. Which, being a pre-Gen 4 game, or even pre-Gen 5 game, is, you wouldn't expect the story to, take this long to finish, I guess. I'm smashing A when I'm not supposed to. I have less than 20 minutes to 2:45. This is easy.
Easy.
This is easy, dude.
This is one of my favorite songs in the game. This theme.
Lily
It's also the
Cove,
Lily Cove
Pacific
theme.
Log, yeah. Whoa. Hold there, Jethro.
The music in this game is one of my favorite OSTs in Pokemon in general. It's so good.
So for these swimmers, it's like you gotta line yourself up to dodge them perfectly while also being in line to pass the other ones safely by just holding one direction. But it's hard to tell where you are because the surf tiles all look the same, and also the thing you're surfing on is like the size of... It's got like a surface area of like 2 tiles, but it's like a sphere, so it's like bleeding into other tiles, and it's just unclear where you are. So it can be tough to tell what tile you're on. Line yourself up correctly.
This part of the game is really, really hard. A lot of execution here. See what happens.
What do you mean?
That was a really hard floor. Hopefully, you can get this one. Phew. Okay. There are
Yes!
some floor. Okay. Whew. That part always scares me, dude.
Dude, I'm just nailing this.
Oh, incredible. We really bring out the best content here, the best gameplay for PSR diversity.
Who theme? I just see who theme spammed over and over in my chat. What's going on? Oh wait, I could like go get water now to save my voice. I don't really feel like it. No,
Don't feel like it. Okay.
I don't really feel like it.
Getting kind of bored.
Talking about Rayquaza.
I'll say this music choice is amazing for this part.
I mean, it's not even music choice, it's just the music they made for this cutscene.
Well, I mean, like they could have done, the normal epic music for everything else, but instead they
What
went
even is the normal epic music?
like the Kyogre type theme or the Groudon type theme.
But no, that's like the heavy weather
Or
theme.
there's like
That's
the
not-
legendary theme in general, right? They could have just done that.
No, that would be like Gen 8 tier. No,
I'm just
that
saying,
would be
like,
so bad.
to go full on like organ.
Not bad rain. That rain is RNG, by the way. How long it lasts? It can go up to like 15 seconds, which I have gotten. All right, now it's time for like the easiest part. Like I'm just gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same movement I already did. Like this is so easy, right? I already like destroyed this.
For the double battle.
What?
The double battle you were just menuing on top of.
Yeah. Very conveniently, everything we have is, besides Swampert, is already knocked out, so they can't fight you. It's actually a good thing that Etchy died. Etch the Abra. See, I'm just doing the same movement I already did like 2 seconds ago. This is like, kind of brainless. I don't know why they did that. Just have you do it twice in a row with like no variation. That's weird. As I bonk 50 freaking times. Okay. Anyway, time for a manip I have not done in like a month, and it's not
Boy.
easy.
Can we get some good vibes and blesses in chat, please, for Sparkle? And I'll remain silent.
I mean, like, hold on. A lot of this manip really is just waiting around. It's just a roller coaster ride. You're so suspenseful. It's like, or like you choke. Although it is kind of tricky when I don't have an audio cue from Low Timer. I just have the visual cue. This is kind of weird. And let's hope I remember how to do this. Maybe. Oh, you gotta give me that, man. You gotta give me that one.
I thought
Come
that
on.
was it.
The 3 shake is like somewhere close. Like I'm maybe late if I remember correctly. Also maybe. Don't you dare. Okay. Second try, I'll take that.
Nice.
You've second tried every manip, haven't you?
No, not Abra, dude. Not
Oh,
Abra.
not Abra, right.
Well, okay. I was significantly disadvantaged for Abra. That was like a different thing. 229, I think that's bad HP. I think. Or is that good HP? There's 220, there's like 220 something that's bad and 220 something that's good. I forget which is which. But, really brave one? Well, nice. That's like the best Rayquaza. So cool. I got the Rayquaza with the highest attack stat. So yeah, there were 2 parts, technically 3, to that manip that I just did. The first was the A press to actually talk to Rayquaza, which it determines its stats as soon as you talk to it. So if we time our A press, then we can just manip its stats. And there's like a cluster of pretty good Rayquazas that we time our A press around. So like no matter what, if we time it, decently good, then we should get a Rayquaza with good stats for endgame. So that's not so bad. But then the actual scary part is the bag into Pokeball that we do, because the way it works is that when you're in the actual fight screen, like, you know, with Swampert and Rayquaza on it, the RNG moves twice as fast. So basically what we're doing is just sitting on that screen and waiting for the RNG to speed up faster so that we can get to the point where we can actually get the frame where the Pokeball would catch Rayquaza. And then we enter the bag at a general specific timing, and then the actual Pokeball timing is the important part, but you want to line both up well enough so that you get, you know, consistency, right? Because if you don't know, if you time one of them badly, it's hard to tell where exactly you went wrong, because you wouldn't really know, which is the bad offset for you. But yeah, that's the general idea of that manip. It's pretty complicated to figure out how to do it, but it's really not that hard. Like, you can practice it and get it a lot of times in a row. It's not as easy as Abra, obviously, but...
That Whiscash, right? Oh my god.
Whiscash always has godly sprites.
He's so much derpier in this game than, like, Gen 4. Did you save for the ice puzzle?
No.
How do you?
How would I do that?
I mean, I've seen other runners mess up that ice.
I've never
puzzle
messed that up
before,
once,
even,
and I
like-
never will.
Yeah.
Because I've played through this game 5,000 times as a kid, so I know this puzzle in and out. I could probably do it in like 10 different ways and flex if I wanted to. I agree, Wave Warrior. So you saw there that I equipped the Person Berry before the Juan fight on Rayquaza, because that's actually what the Persons are good for, getting the outrage confusion healed, so that we can keep spamming it. We're gonna use it for one more fight.
Fall here. There's like 30 million trainers, and
if you do fall, especially at the third part of the puzzle, good luck, kid. Good luck. I mean, you have Rayquaza. It's just a matter of patience at that point. Ow.
that poor kid.
Okay, so now we teach Waterfall. Oh yeah, Aerial Ace too. I forgot about that. I want Waterfall in slot 2. Is it? I would not be surprised. Actually, you know what? That makes total sense. So now we're just gonna surf on over to the E4 and finish the job.
My favorite thing with Pokemon speedrunning is these super long menus in places with really good music, like this part. So you just hear the whole track.
What do you mean? Oh, I guess, yeah, the end of the bike theme we never hear. That's true.
Yeah, you never hear that normally.
Dude, isn't it sad when, like, you know a song is really good, but, like, the best part is at the end? So it's like, when you want someone to listen to it, you're afraid that they're gonna, like, lose interest too quickly. It's like, no, you gotta listen to the whole part. I swear. I've had that happen many times.
I was setting up my Mimikyu save for tomorrow, and like I was just mashing really slowly through all the cutscenes, and like when on the Leon cutscenes, I was like, wait, this song actually gets pretty good if you just like slow down.
Leon's theme? I mean, yeah, well, the first part is, like, so annoying, because you hear it so many
Yeah.
times, and it's like, whatever. It's just all the Leon, doo-doo-doo, like, you know, who cares, right?
It gets
Which,
pretty
by the
banging
way,
towards the end.
I like don't have a pony top, so I need to get one.
I hit my mic really
I
hard,
haven't-
sorry.
Oh, Wally time.
Again! Oh my god, okay. Stop throwing the stream content. Alright, here's Wally 3, 2, 1, Wally 2.
3, 2, 2. Yeah.
Oh no, we got an oof with more than
Oh,
2
no.
O's. That's not a good sign.
Wasn't even that bad.
I mean, like, well, you guys heard the Discord, you know, muffled,
That's true.
transceived version of it, but the stream heard my actual mic source. Oh well. Just in time pulse. But yeah, this fight, I mean, like, it's kind of not fair to Wally to call this like free, easy garbage. Wally sucks because we have the best mon in the game, so everything is free, easy garbage for the most part. But I will say Wally's final team, he's got some quirkiness. He's got an aesthetic going. You know what I really respect? I respect his Magneton. I think Magneton's a very interesting choice. But Delcatty and Roselia, you're trying too hard. I'm sorry.
It must be nice being 25 levels higher than everything you're fighting.
Maybe. A Pankle.
This is pretty fun. They reintroduce vision restrictions in Victory Road, and because we do not get Flash,
Blind.
the part actually requires execution and practice.
It actually gets really bad in a bit after I fight this next trainer. Probably the worst part of moving in the game. That's simple enough, right? You just hold down and then right. But then after this, it's a total train wreck. For this floor. Wait, is Kyogre easier? I thought it could die more. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, that was a decent finish, but you saw, like, there were so many, like, the biggest thing is that there's just a lot of one-way, like, just one-way tile entrances and exits you gotta go through. It's just a mess. It's really terrible. I'm actually max attack almost, so I can just aerial ace this Sand Slash. Wow, QA. But yeah, the nice thing about this Rayquaza I got is that it's plus attack 30 IV, so it has no treble doing the damage.
Does minus speed factor in anywhere?
No. I mean, well, technically, but not really. Because the funny thing is that almost all the other Rayquazas, where am I going? All the other Rayquazas almost in the pool, like the cluster, are also minus speed, so that doesn't really like make a difference based on which one you get. But the Adamant obviously is not minus speed, but there's only like one circumstance where it makes a difference, and it's like negligible. I'm cool for that. The blind RTB. It's actually pretty easy because you just react to your movement. But yeah, so I think the situation is like if... Yeah, no. Okay, so, if you're not minus speed, then Gyarados on Wallace does not outspeed you after a Dragon Dance. But if you're minus speed, you do get outsped. That's it. So yeah, it means like nothing. Yeah. And then we outspeed literally everything else naturally. Because we are level 71 into 72. So here comes the last protector in the run. Let's see if we get the luck. No, we do not. Caliper goes down swinging. Well, actually, not the last protector. There are more protectors, but we play around them. Instead of just blindly trying to, like, not get the move straight up.
It's Elite Four time.
Yep. So, you'd think that, like, oh, you have this beefy Rayquaza that's almost max attack. Surely it's just like you just sweep everything. It's just free GGs. Well, no. I'm actually going to save for 2 fights. This is the wrong box mode. Nice. I'm saving for... Actually, I could argue saving for Drake. In fact, I think I will. Drake is like really, really low chance to have something go wrong, but when it does, you're in a really, really big predicament. But yeah, so the main two things about the fights we do save for, like consistently, which are Glacia and Wallace, is that they both have really strong ice moves. Ice is really bad for Rayquaza, and it can also freeze, so we don't want to give them many turns, which is unfortunate because we could spend more time setting up on Glacia to like get a confirmed fight. Although I think with my Rayquaza, I'll be able to Aerial Ace for Walrein. But yeah, the only scary part about Glacia is Walrein, like, because a lot of the time you would have to use Fly to actually finish the battle, because that's Aerial Ace isn't strong enough to KO it. And if that misses, you're obviously going to get smoked by Ice Beam. Which doesn't actually kill you, I don't think, but, I mean, crit and freeze together, you just don't want that to happen. Oh, no, wait. Oh, wait, Sheer Cold doesn't work. Yeah, then that's not a threat. But then Wallace is scarier because his first mon is Wailord, and that is Blizzard, which is really stupid because we want to set up our X attacks on Wailord, so we kind of just have to get lucky not to just like dodge or not get frozen. Ideally, it's just dodge. Actually, ideally, it's get Rain Dance. It has like a 10 to 20% chance to use Rain Dance on turn 1. So that's what we want to see the most. But here's Phoebe. She's pretty trolly, so she just has these Dusclops that spam Protect like everything else in the game that has Protect. But here we use Fly, because using Fly here stalls the turn from that Protect, which, okay, why does she always do that? So what it's supposed to do is that it's supposed to burn the turn and then make her think that you attacked because you're using Fly on the first turn, right? So it's an attacking move. And then she, like, goes for another move on turn 3, but literally the last 10 times I've done this fight, she has done triple Protect, so I don't know what to think.
I actually didn't know that using Fly there, like the turn where you go up also burns the Protect. That's pretty interesting. Or like triggers the Protect.
Yeah.
We have a donation.
Oh yeah, you know what? I should stay silent because this is like the best battle theme in any Pokemon game. My mistake. Please start dancing.
May, aka Corvamate, has donated $20, and she says, "Oh, homie." That was a really bad Marge impression. If you want a good Marge impression, you only have to donate an extra $260, and then we can
we could do
true euphoria.
no, we can do a Marge harmony. How does that sound?
A margining.
Yo, wait, I can get a 245 IGT. Hold on.
Technically subestimate.
Ice Ball. I'm not gonna deal with the second one. Ice Ball is better than Hail, but you then risk the second turn where it can crit and then just destroy you. Because Ice Ball is double the power on the second turn. Oh man. I have to fly Walrein, and I'm definitely dead to Ice Beam at this HP. Yeah, so even with my beefiest possible attack, Rayquaza, I still am forced to use Fly on Walrein to get the one shot. Because other, like, other natures that just aren't good, like random Rayquazas, they have to X attack twice to get the power. Okay, nice not miss. So there's Phoebe down, Phoebe +1 down. Now this HP is like... This HP is kind of dumb. I want to be full. Actually, I have to heal eventually anyway because I am dead to Blizzard from Walrein, so... I'll just heal and save. Because, I don't know, from my experience, I feel like when you're not at full HP, Shelgon is more likely to use Rock Tomb. That's just from my research, my findings. But yeah, that's the thing about this fight. So it's like, in theory, I mean, well, 99% of the time you're fine, but Shelgon has a very small chance of going for Rock Tomb because even though it has Protect, which it still prioritizes most of the time, it has the priority from... With good AI, they want to lower your stats, specifically your speed, to be faster than you. So it still has like a little bit of priority for Rock Tomb to try and go for the speed ball, right? But thankfully we did not get that. But if that does happen, nice triple. What? If that does happen, you're in a really bad spot because then you're slower than everything else on Drake's team, especially if you're a minus speed Rayquaza. And then you just get whittled down by Dragon Breaths, and then Salamence comes out and then just has his big meaty dragon claws. And that does like almost half your health. Wait, what's going on? What happened? What happened? No.
We have hit the goal.
Yeah.
Oh.
$4,500. I'll read the donations. We have $33.10 from Gavin. Comment just says marbles ? Thank you, Gavin. And then $225 freaking dollars from Kid Rocker, the 96
What?
one specifically. And Kid Rocker says, marbles anyone ?
They like, no, that was a team effort. That was collusion.
Thank you both so much for helping us hit that goal.
Jesus, that's
And everyone
crazy.
is donating today. 4,500 is
insane.
crazy. Yeah,
Hey,
Sparkle
we
owes
got
us something.
It's for you.
Yeah. And then after the run, we'll be doing marbles with every Pokemon ever.
Does this include like different forms or?
May knows the answer to this.
Yay.
Alright, I'm just gonna get on some massive copium right now and just pretend I'm not in the situation I'm in right now. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna do Cat Jam, Germapliss, Sourpliss, yeah, dude, champion music, bro, final
Guy.
boss.
I don't like that he has this theme because I've always associated this with Steven's theme.
One, you got it. Elm Jax has predicted the future. He's come back from the past. He's come back from the future like 5 minutes from now.
I honestly thought that was going to be a crit.
I thought I was gonna get frozen. Okay. You may be onto something, LM Jax.
95%.
That's the scariest part of the fight by far. Okay, I looked back and Rayquaza wasn't on the screen, so I thought he was dead. I was like, wait, did my game just like glitch and I died?
Did we talk about the fact that this isn't Steven at all?
Who?
Huh?
Emerald swaps people around, and instead of having an all steel type champion, we have an all water type champion. And I think all steel type champion would be a little bit worse for Rayquaza, potentially.
I'm gonna have to fly Gyarados and then... Aerial Ace Ludicolo. Yeah. So fly this, and then... Because with Ludicolo, it has double team, so if I fly and then it double teams, and I have no Aerial Aces, that is a really bad look, so... We're not gonna deal with that. Cuties? Any cuties and shit? Anyways, GG.
I like that it ends on the Whiscash like that. The best Pokemon, the best sprite.
It's meant to be.
Dude, sub 3? What?
World record?
Yo, bro, you know what would be even better if I got the sub 245 IGT? No way, man. Like, no way, right? No way.
That'd be too crazy.
Oh yeah, where are the Pokeguy Pogs? This is not a Pokeguy Pog society.
I can read off some donations if all this happens. We have $100 from Razor's Edge saying, "Can we get to 5K?" That is an amazing question that we may have an answer
What?
to in the next
No.
24 hours.
Oh my god, that's crazy. 237. How does he do it? How does he do it?
And then $5 from Anonymous as well. Their comment says, "Well, I was gonna help a little to get to 4,500, but now I guess I'm just a bonus for bonus content." Thank you so much, both of you. You didn't stop the timer, by the way.
No. Okay, I got sub 3. It's fine. I still got sub 3. I was so used.
41.
I was so used to not splitting that whole run. I just got too used to it. Hey, well, that was great.
Yeah,
Hey, guys, wow, now it's time for marbles. Yo, guys, we're gonna do some marbles now. At 4,500, we hit the goal. Let's do some marbles. You guys ready?
Yeah, another piece of content. Good
I'm
sir.
missing something.
What? Okay, so what are the logistics here? So how am I gonna read this? You said every other word, the alternating voice. That's what you said.
Please.
That's what like.
But who do you start with? Do you start with Toad or Morgan?
That's a great question.
Chat? Any input?
Hey, chat, I'm gonna need your help here. Okay, I'll need your help. Sentence by sentence? I don't know. That, well,
Sounds pretty lame to me.
yeah, I mean, it's like, doesn't sound very wumbo.
They got a taste of the Toad earlier, now they can't get
Toad?
enough.
Are we agreeing with every other sentence now? It's like, I'll wait as long as possible. I can wait, okay?
Stalling.
You guys
Stalling.
figure it out.
Is that what I'm doing? Stalling?
Stalling! Stalling! So, you think I'm stalling?
Stalling.
Every other sentence? Okay, so it really is just a conversation. Alright. Okay. Okay.
You have been playing very well, my fellow opponent. However, it seems that your Rotom H has taken too much chip damage from my U-turn and Stealth Rock, so now I can take it out safely with my Icicle Crash due to how low it is. Therefore, I can now stay and sweep your team safely, as Icicle Crash does enough to KO every single one of your Pokémon because they are at the HP range or are simply weak to it, and my Choice Scarf allows me to outspeed all of them as well. Great game. Very, very well played, homie.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Goodbye, Sparkle. Gone but not forgotten.
That's your legacy now.
I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't tell which one was which for like half of that. I think he's just gone. I think he's actually just the end.
That's it.
And that's it. As the game is saying right now. Well, thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to say before we go, Sparkle?
It's time for marbles.
It's time for marbles.
It is.
Well, for me, I just want to say thank you so much for one, Sparkle, for putting on an amazing run. Everyone, again, throw some GGs in there, especially if you enjoyed the run, and then even more so if you enjoyed the impressions. And huge thanks to everyone who donated in the run. 4,500 is absolutely nuts, and well, 4,600 now, but hitting that goal is absolutely nuts. So thank you all so much for all the support during this event.
Yeah, I'll come back for like 1 second to say, like, actually, thank you for watching, guys. I can be professional for at least 5 seconds at a time, I swear. But yes, thank you for watching. Pretty, like, actually insane that we managed to, like, how many, like, over $500 raised in one speedrun? That's like, what? It's like a fraction of what we are making already. Like, mathematics. That's crazy. Thank you. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. So this is the last run of the night, so I hope it